Hey guys, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're cooking burgers and fries. It's going to be wonderful. Tweet this out. Alright. Now there's a tweet out. Hopefully we get a few more viewers. Hey, how are you? I'm Josh. Welcome to the show. Today, what is that? Nasty. Oil. Ooh. This thing has like no water pressure. This new sink nozzle my mom got has like the worst water pressure. I don't know what the deal is. Alright, let's plug up this. Alright, plugged up the deep fryer. Going to do a little cooking stream. That is correct, Austin. Fake Austin Jones. I don't even know your real name. Person who masquerades as Austin Jones and now you're Indiana Jones. Yeah, hey, I like Indiana Jones better than Austin Jones. I didn't know who the frick Austin Jones was anyway. I still don't know who he was. He's some pop star douche lord, I guess. Okay. Ooh, we get those onion buns on that onion bun tip. Oh, ooh. Those are going to be nice. I think those will go real nice with the... I went with the chat. I let the chat decide. And they went with pepper jack cheese. So we got pepper jack cheese tonight. Okay. Alright. Excellent. A couple more things to unbag. What is this? Uh-oh, let's not drink too much of this, but this is some Evan Williams bourbon. We don't need much of that. But it's always good to have some on deck when you're editing. Drink wisely, think wisely, drink wisely. And it has a little owl. There you go. Evan Williams black bourbon. This is the black. Ooh. It's so good. It's got official real tree camo. Take that out in the woods. Nothing like drinking some whiskey and shooting some guns, right? That's just like the good Lord intended. Just drinking away. Oh my God. Mom, I think we can get rid of these. These are been in here. Their freezer burnt like a motherfucker. These Uncrustables. When do these expire? They're ballooned out. These cannot be good for safe for consumption at this point. Let's see what the I wouldn't even want Carson or Addie to eat these. They're so old. Those things are like 50 cents each, whatever, they're gone. Those are like 3 years old. We're not eating them. I'm not letting them hurt. Feed those to my niece and nephew or whatever. No one needs to eat those. They got mini pancakes in the freezer. Microwave. How easy is it to make a pancake? Or microwaving little pieces of bread. I don't know. Whatever. Got nothing to take back. This is a great time at Walmart. I only bought groceries. I can throw this receipt away. Hallelujah. Nothing I have to take back or worry. It's going to break. Like, be able to get my money back. It's broke. Oh, I keep the receipts because if anything I buy and I use on the show every day, if it breaks within 90 days, I take it right back and I get my money back. Or if it's been past 90 days, I buy a new one and then I give them the broken one. I'm like, hell, this thing broke. Same difference, you know. I'll rebuy it, and give them the broken one because it's, you know, same thing. Garlic powder, onion powder. Oh, my fingers smell like mayonnaise. Ugh. Nasty. God, I touched something that got mayo on it. Let's wash the hands. Washing the hands now. Washing the hands now. Washing the hands now, washing the hands. Washing the hands now, washing the hands now, washing the hands now, washing the hands. Do 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 do. I need a new scrub brush. I need a scrub brush for the toilet. I was just thinking about that. One we have sucks. Should have bought one when I was at Walmart. Be good to buy those at the dollar store too. I bought some name brand ketchup. Last time I bought Walmart brand ketchup. It just didn't have the best flavor. It just didn't taste. It tasted a little weird. It was a little wonky. Probably shouldn't have put my mouth on it to open it since I'm sick, but I already did that. I just realized that. Oh well. We're gonna make some pommes frites. Yes. I'm not blanching. I'm not parboiling the potatoes. I'm just gonna throw them in the oil, man. They don't take much, dude. It's just people can overcomplicate everything. Yeah, you can add 3 more processes to it. Does it make it that much better? Not really. I mean, they are a little bit. I can make fries that taste about the damn same. Now, see, there's a process where you parboil the fries, I guess, in oil. You only cook them in half, or only like cook them to a certain extent, not all the way. Then you I think you rinse them off and put them in water or some shit. I don't even know. I forget. It's been a while since I've seen. You put them in the refrigerator, then you cook them later. I don't know. It's just like, who has the time to cook shit twice? I don't. I'm not doing that. I've never done that. And I've been living just fine. All right, let's cut these potatoes. Oh wait, hold on. Oh shit! I messaged Andy Milanakis because I haven't talked to him since November 30th, or no, October 31st. Not November 31st, and not November 31st. It's been almost a month since I messaged him. So I hit him up with a little message and said, "Hi Andy." I told him I'm moving to New York in September in case he hadn't heard. Or not September. I'm moving to New York in the spring in case he hadn't heard. And I said, I miss you and love you, brother. Have a fun and safe adventure. Hope we can meet up again sometime. So, Andy's a good guy, man. He really is. And he really tries to do the right thing. You know, whether none of us are perfect, none of us are able to do the right thing all the time, but I think he honestly does try to do the right thing. Oh, my stomach's upset. Look, I'm getting sick. Like puke. Oh. Guys, I don't feel good. I don't feel good at all. I hate these guaifenesin pills without food. You're supposed to swallow it with food in your stomach. I didn't do that. Now my stomach's upset and I feel like I'm gonna puke. Always ginger ale settle my tummy. Guys, I'm sick as a dog. That's why I didn't stream much yesterday. I was sleeping. Couldn't even sleep very well. Okay. About to make some burgers. Ice is depressed. He says he misses you. What? Well, Paul, you got money, just come and visit me in New York, or come meet me. If I should contact Paul and I'll invite him to some of the adventures I'm going on. If he'd like to come and meet up with me, by all means, he's more than welcome. I love Paul. He's a great guy. Kyle's great. Fuck Victor. It's a meme, guys. It's a meme. It's just a meme. It means nothing. Bone Clinks is depressed. Well, he's the one that broke up with me when he was so mean to me. for no reason. Oh, I made a little boo-boo mess over there. He was so mean to me. I don't want to talk about him. I don't want to talk about the other guys. Now you got me upset. Let's not talk about him. All right. God. Fuck. Shoot. Yeah. All right. Making some burgers, cooking some burgers, cooking some burgers. Fudge, these spices in this carousel, or Lazy Susan, as it is colloquially known by. I can't say that freaking word very well. Colloquially known by. There we go. Colloquial known by. Well, it's colloquially known by a Lazy Susan. So nailed it. See, 10 out of 10 with the power of editing. People are gonna be like, nailed it. This guy's a genius. This is iodized table salt. This salt supplies iodide, a necessary nutrient. Is that true? Oh my goodness. Open the salt shaker over the sink, because usually we'll spill a little bit of salt around the edges, and it just did. So it's good I did that. I'm gonna fill up this salt shaker. Give me 2 pina coladas. Salt. Where's Jimmy Buffet? We've got his salt shaker. Apparently he keeps losing it. It's been 50 years. You'd think the guy could afford to get a spare salt shaker or whatever. After all those years, this guy's still complaining about his damn salt. It's like, dude, it's $1. Get another salt shaker. Quit bitching about it. We're done with it. This is last shaker of salt. Jimmy Buffet, if you're watching, why don't you make some new songs, bud? Yeah, I just called out Jimmy Buffet, guys, because that's what I do. I call out people that are irrelevant and act like it's something neat. What is this? Oh, that hair, there's long right there. Okay, my mouth. What is that? Fuck, it didn't pull out. Damn it. I jerked the shit out of my head. Oh, here we go. There's a long hair that I missed when I was shaving. It's bugging the dickens out of me. I can't. Call out Gordon Ramsay. I like Gordon Ramsay. Okay, let's go to the freaking bathroom. Time to get the tweezers out. I'm done with this. I'm bringing out the freaking big guns, the big tools. Let's do it. Okay. Bring out my super tweezers. These are super tweezers. Look at this. Look at those tweezers. Look at that. Those are good tweezers. All right. Okay. Oh gosh, that hurts. Ow, crap. Oh god. Oh, ow. Ow. Jimmy Buffet. Oh my god. It's pretty good. Ow. 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 Oh god, it's gonna make my eyes water. Gosh. Ow. Oh god. Ooh. Ow. Gets on the corner of my catfish lips. Long hairs and whatnot. I look like more like a catfish than I want it to look like. I don't want to look like a catfish. Okay, alright, done with that. That really wasn't a big deal. I don't know why I did that. That was kind of stupid. It inflicted pain on myself. It hurts. Ugh. I got one of the hairs in my mouth. Alright, whatever. Salt, black pepper, onion powder. That's all you need for these burgers. You don't have to get that crazy, man. That's all you need, bud. Okay. 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 Looks like my dog chewed up this spatula a little bit. Spatula. I learned in home ec class they're not actually spatulas. A spatula, you know, something you use to get cake mix or something like that out of a bowl. This is actually called a turner. Why? Because it turns things over. And what a beautiful night it is tonight. Guys, it is 50 degrees outside. It's just, I'm out here in a t-shirt. If I lived in LA though, I'd be cold as balls because I'm like, oh my god, it's 50 degrees. But once you've had a couple days where it's 27 degrees and then it's 50 degrees, you're like, oh hell yeah, 50 degrees, this is nice. So that's what people in LA, they don't ever get that. They just bitch and moan and complain about all the weather over there. Oh my god, it's below 60, it's below 50. Oh, where? There's a lot of complainers out there. I never complained once in LA, right guys? Well shoot, I forgot my lighter. Got a lighter to light my fire. Bingo bango, burger bango. Now, let's make a beef patty. I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make a pretty big one, but not too crazy because I'm making some fries too. I don't need to go too loco bananas. Loco bananas. 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 Bonano. Bonano? Bonano. There's no such thing as a bonano. There's a bonobo. That's a monkey. Ooh, that's about right. Rip off a little square right there. Okay, I lied. I'm gonna make a really big burger as it seems. Looks like I just don't know how to make smaller ones. Okay, it's gonna be a pretty big one after all. Who would have known? Who could have guessed? Who could it be? Who could it be? Maybe or not, it's just believe it or not. I'm running on air. I'm on top of the world now, come on. Who could it be? Maybe or not, it's just me. Alright, I'm gonna put that right there. Put this flame on low. Close the lid. Salt and pepper it when I flip it. Who could it be? Leave your message at the tone. George can't come to the phone. Believe it or not, I can't answer the phone. Alright, let me go back. I need to wash the meat off my hands, guys. I'll be right back. Hands are washed now, bruh. Bruh. Alright. It looks like a big Mondo burger. I know. I got hungry. What can I say? I want to eat a lot of meat. So good. Drink some ginger ale. This looks like I'm drinking my own urine. I'm not. It's ginger ale. And guess what? It did settle my stomach. That's good because my stomach was very upset. It was very empty. and angry. Empty and angry. It's not the best ginger ale, actually. It's kind of watered down. That's the Walmart brand. Probably should have bought a name brand. Monkey farts. Monkey farts. Okay. Time. You got a 5-pound bag of potatoes. It's only $2. Sometimes you get these for $1. $1 for a 5-pound bag. I think 2 potatoes will probably be enough. Okay. A scrub brush. If you don't have a scrub brush, it's okay. Just use your hand. But I have a brush here, so why not use it? Get the extra dirt and stuff out with the brush. But there, I've cooked potatoes for years without having a little scrub brush, so it is not a necessity. All right, cut off the sides like this. You guys want a better view of me cutting my fingers off on accident? All right, you guys a real good view of this. There you go. All right. Try to do an even number because I don't want the one at the end to be super thick. See, and then I'll hold flat there. Kind of skim this one. I'll hold it like this. See, they have the tendency, because they're slippery and they're wet, to like slide like this. Especially if you didn't cut it completely flat. Like I kind of mess up the angle a little bit. So I've done this so many times, wasted, drunk, whatever. I always would cook my friends' fries because it's a real cheap snack. You can cook for your friends and it just tastes delicious. Everybody loves French fries, even vegan assholes. They can fucking get down with some French fries even. They might not like my burgers, but they'll eat my fucking fries, god damn it. And they'll eat a bunch because they're so hungry. Oh, I haven't eaten any food in a long time. Oh, get the hell out of here. Why don't you eat a burger and shut the hell up? Like to quit making us feel guilty about the cow flatulence. Cows fart. Humans fart. Guess what? There's probably more people farting than cows. I don't know. Maybe not. I haven't looked at statistics on that. Don't know what I'm talking about, honestly, but I just feel like some days I fart probably more than cows. After Thanksgiving, man, I was just like farting all day and all night. That was one big gassy mess. See, right there is a potential to get cut. That's why I hold it like this and have the knife go in between my hands. That's just how I feel safer doing it. Ugh. Chefs might be watching this. Oh my gosh, he's teaching everybody the wrong way. Well, hey, I just feel safer doing this. So, I mean, there's more than one way to do it. I mean, if I get cut holding it with my knuckles, is that safer? No, it's not. So, I feel like this is, have more control. We'll take the little top guy off. Look at these are nice. Some of these probably, the ones in the middle, might need sliced in half. Yeah, these guys are a little thick. Ooh, like your girlfriend. Thick like your girl, bruh. Bruh. Believe it or not, George can't come to the phone. Get this song in my head now, dang it. Oh, this is a big thick daddy too. Chop a chunk off. That's probably enough. Alright guys, this oil is hot as the dickens, and it's probably gonna boil up and get real wild. Alright. Okay. You can also rinse these potatoes off too. I'm gonna throw them in this water real quick and wash the starch off. I'm just gonna try it. I've done it before. See, you can make your fries. I've heard people putting a little bit of sugar and salt and stuff in the fries and letting them sit in the refrigerator till you're ready to cook them. But here I'm just washing the starch off of the potatoes. This will be a little more crispier, but you're supposed to dry them because then they're going to be extra freaking, all that extra water is going to make the oil go insane. Because oil and hot oil and water is a huge danger zone. That's how you get grease, that's how shit'll splatter up. It'll violently boil over. Very dangerous. This oil is hot as fuck too, 375 degrees, and that's not turning off, it's hot. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put them in the basket. Ooh, it sizzled just going in the basket, so you know it's hot. Okay. Now it's going in the oil. Good luck, guys. It was nice knowing you. Let's let it sit there for a second. So we know it's not going to get too crazy. That's why you don't want the oil going too, it's fine, see? It's boiling a little bit, but it's not getting too crazy because the way I did that was a little smarter than the way I did it last time. So I put it in the basket and then lowered it in safely. But, you know, put the potatoes in the basket when it's not over the oil. Now you see that oil popping up? That's the water coming out of those potatoes and stuff, boiling off real quick. That's why it's so white and it's just super hot. But now once it's cooled down, you can give a little tap, give a little swish around. But that's why you don't want your oil over the line that it says in the manufacturer's. There's a mark on this and it says that's the oil level. Well, that's why you don't want to go over the oil level. You need to compensate, because when you put stuff in the oil is going to come up, you know, a higher level, you know, because of water or oil, you know, displacement. And also the oil is really hot. It's going to bubble up higher. You don't want it to boil over, that's for sure, because then you could have a grease fire. See, this thing is supposed to be made where it can't do grease fires well. And it's got a lid, and some people say close the lid. I know we never close the lid because it makes it real dirty and nasty on the lid, and it gets real gross. It's not necessary. Supposed to put the taters in water to get the starch out before frying. That's what I just did, buddy. Look at this guy. Try to marinate your meat in Lee and Perrin sauce. You're talking about Worcestershire sauce? Man, I think that's a little overkill. And I don't like cooking, and I know, honestly, I've tried that, and I've put in Worcestershire sauce, and that's great if you like cooking your meat well done. That works out great. But personally, I prefer soy sauce on my burger. I think it's a little sweeter. I get a little the Worcestershire sauce. I personally like soy sauce better. But I don't like. I used to do that. I went through a bunch of different. I'm obsessed with burgers, and I used to eat burgers every day. Can you believe it? Yes, I would cook burgers every day, and I'd have to cook them different ways and put different spices. I'd make a jerk Caribbean jerk flavor burger, different ones, you know, a marinara burger, like Italian style, different stuff to change up the flavor so I wouldn't get bored with it as much. But the problem is when you put Worcestershire sauce in, or water, or any kind of liquid or something in your meat, the meat, then it has that liquid, and the liquid, it takes longer to reach, you know, it's just like having liquid in something is going to take longer. It slows down the cooking process internally. So what happens when you got liquid in your burger, the outside cooks and it caramelizes because of all that extra sugar from your Worcestershire sauce and stuff, and then the inside will still be raw and it won't cook right because of that moisture inside it. So that's why I don't like putting moisture and I don't like putting wet ingredients on my burger patties, because I like my meat cooked medium and I like it pink in the middle. I don't like it well done. Now if you're going to cook it well done, well, whatever. Or if you're cooking little skinny burgers, like little skinny, meanie, little baby burgers for regular people that aren't fat, you know, it'll probably be fine, you know. But if you're cooking a big thick burger, that extra moisture in the middle, it's going to be raw in the middle. It's not going to cook right. And then by the time it's cooked, more consistency on the inside, the outside's overcooked probably. It's just better to put dry ingredients and dry spices in meat and burgers, in my experiences anyway. But some little lip and dick skinny burgers, somebody said. But yeah, put some you know, dried chopped onion, or very finely minced onion in there if you want. But also all that extra stuff you put in there, it's more likely the meat's not going to stick together as well, because what sticks it together is all that fat and stuff like that. And also, you know, you can get ground chuck, you can get ground sirloin, you can get ground ribeye, whatever. I just get ground beef and I cook it on the grill, and I'll guarantee you put one of my burgers against somebody that had a ground sirloin burger or something, and you know, depending on who cooked, you know, if I cooked it or whoever cooked that other burger, I'd say 9 times out of 10, or if it was the same chef cooking it the same exact way, I'd say 9 times out of 10 you probably won't be able to notice, because, you know, you've got the flavor of the grill and stuff. That's really what you're tasting the mostly is the flame, you know. So it's the salt, the pepper, and the onion powder. Do I like propane or charcoal better? I don't like if you do charcoal, I like charcoal, but I don't like Kingsford charcoal. Kingsford charcoal was created as a industrial byproduct from the Model T industrial factories of Henry Ford, and they had all this extra wood pulp and wood chips from the running boards on the outside and the consoles on the inside for the Model Ts. So they had all this extra wood chips and wood things, so they decided to make this wood pulp and mix it with a bunch of petroleum bullshit and create Kingsford charcoal briquettes. They're just chock full of chemicals. I would never use those. The matchlight ones, those are even worse. And I see people all the time at cookouts in the summer just doing it the wrong way, where they put the Kingsford charcoal in there, put a bunch of lighter fluid on, and then they set it on fire, and then they'll put the food on before the charcoal. You want the charcoal to ash over white if you're using that kind of charcoal briquettes. It needs to be ashed over white ash and everything, not just on the top few pieces and black on the other stuff, because the black has got all that chemicals and shit. You want that to burn off, but it's still on the inside. Who are you fucking kidding yourself? Like, I don't even get the concept of it. I would recommend using lump charcoal and getting there's a chimney thing you can buy from Walmart or Lowe's or Home Depot, one of those places. Go to the grill section. They have these things, got a handle on the side, and it's like a metal tube, and then it has holes in the bottom. What you do is you put your lump charcoal, or if you've got your own wood, that's even, you know, get some apple wood or some cherry wood or whatever. If you just chop down if you're, you know, you had an old cherry tree, or your neighbor had a walnut tree, or I don't know, something like that. Some kind of fruit trees and fruit woods are real good for smoking meat and cooking meat. And then you put the wood chips and stuff in the top, and you can even make your own charcoal too. You just put it in a campfire, char it up, and then you got charcoal. I mean, it's not that hard to make charcoal. And then put some newspaper underneath the thing, set the newspaper on fire. The newspaper just goes through the metal chimney, and it catches all the wood on fire, because the heat travels up and it catches that on fire really good, a lot better than just you try to light lump charcoal and you throw it in the grill. You're going to go through a whole half thing of lighter fluid and it still won't be burning well. So alright, let's go check my burger. And don't call me names, anyone. You call me names, you will be timed out by a mod, and you're subject to being banned permanently from the broadcast and the community in our Discord as well. So don't even... This is a big thick burger too, and I know what I'm doing. Look, it's perfect. See? Y'all think people think you know more than me? You're wrong. I'm the burger master. Alright, now I'll put my salt and pepper on there. I usually prefer sea salt, but my mom already had just regular salt, so whatever, I'll just use it. It's not a big deal. Now, with a lot of grills, there's usually hot spots on the grill, and that's where the fire and the flame or the heat is. It's, you know, hotter there than it is somewhere else. See, like the way this burner goes, it has a burner. It goes around here, and then it goes around a curve, and it comes back, and it goes around half of the side here, and then the other side. You've got, you know, a left and a right burner. I usually just use one of the burners. But it's always, my grill anyway, it's hotter on the edges, because it's going around that U shape, so there's more heat there. So what I do, you want to think about when you're cooking your meat, this is the hotter side. I've already cooked this hotter, so instead of flipping it this way, I'm going to flip the burger this way, because this is the hotter spot. So I want to flip it this way, because this side didn't get as much heat over here. So I want to flip it that way, so it can get towards the heat. See that? Oh, look at that too. Oh, yes, that's beautiful. They got a little bit of char, but it is not burnt by any means. That looks delicious. Nailed it, guys. Perfect timing. Okay, we nailed it. Man, I heard a bunch of coyotes in the woods last night. Like 10 of them or something. It was a bunch. I don't know if they were fucking or fighting or both. It was crazy. They're making a bunch of noise out there. Starting to get some stuff. See, I need to clean this drip thing because it's starting to get charred up stuff that's dripping on. It's catching fire on the top, and that's affecting the way I burn or cook my meat. I need to like put it on high and cook off all the extra stuff tomorrow during the day, and then this whole thing will start burning inside and it'll clean it out. Like when you, just like when you clean the oven, you know, and you turn the oven on high just to cook all and bake and cook all that crap out of it, you know, the charred up stuff that can build up. That's what I need to do tomorrow. Not doing that right now, it'll be alright. But it'll cook a little more, it'll cook better without having that stuff, you know, take the grill out. I mean, it's a pain in the ass, that's why I haven't done it yet. You know, get your, it's not that bad, but your hands get a little greasy and get a wash them, that's about it. Guys, I don't know if you know anybody that has autism, but there's a lot of parents and families that have someone in their family that's autistic, and it's not funny to call everything autistic. I know that you guys go on the internet and the Reddit, and you've got your certain little cool words that you guys use. Everybody uses the same one, like, oh, you know, go drink bleach, this is cancer, this is autistic, the guy's on the spectrum. You should be a little more, I think you should have a little more patience, and you should also be, yeah, it's not cool to say about people, because there's a lot of people that don't think that's funny, that maybe maybe they have autism or someone does in their family, and it's not easy for families to deal with that. And you know, it's not, why don't you guys be a little more, show a little more love and compassion for people, and instead of making fun of everybody and trying to be mean to everyone. You know, you guys could spread the love and spread the kindness a lot too. Your words have a lot of power. You could build someone up, make their day better, or you could, you know, people kill themselves and stuff online because people bully them and tease them. I mean, it's bullshit, but for someone to kill themselves. But I mean, I guess some people just can't handle it and stuff as much, or I don't know. It's just terrible. Just, you know, the world. I think we all need to stand by each other and help each other and encourage each other instead of tearing each other down. We need to build each other up, you know, because we're all people here and we're all going through the struggle of life. And why not help each other instead of trying to insult each other and be mean to each other and stuff? That's not very nice. Let's show a lot more compassion in my broadcast, please. Thanks. Yes, rest in peace, Hannah Stone. Yeah, perfect example. A girl, I think she was 16 or 17 from now. She was a partner on there, making decent money streaming, played music. Everybody thought she was the happiest girl in the world. She, I don't know how she did it, but I guess she ended her own life in some way. And, you know, it's really sad. She was a young girl, and everybody thought she had everything going for her. You know, she looked like she could have had a little music career or something, even if she would have kept going. Of course, she was doing very good. She wasn't ugly by any means or anything, you know, not like super overweight, but people were still mean to her, call her fat, call her names. And, you know, just being in the spotlight like this, some people just can't handle it, you know, and I understand why. I have days where it really, if you guys have noticed, sometimes it really, people say certain words and stuff to me that triggers me to try to get some sort of reaction out of me because they think it's funny to hurt someone's feelings or get someone upset because they're immature. But, you know, I guess you just have to consider the source. Those people that are bringing you down oftentimes aren't doing shit with their life, and they're more depressed and fucking, you know, bigger losers than anybody they're making fun of. So don't worry about it, guys. The biggest bullies and people in the world, karma's a bitch, and they usually don't do shit with their lives. You know, not to say that you'll do anything with yours either, because who knows if you will, but hopefully you can do something with your life that you enjoy and find some sort of meaning and find some sort of inner peace and happiness and find something you enjoy doing, some sort of hobby or something that's meaningful and adds to the world in some way. well, that's about all I want to talk about it, but hopefully maybe I'll inspire someone. You can't expect people to rip on you on the internet. I don't think that's true at all. I think people can be. I think social interaction is a learned behavior in some extents, and I think that's completely inaccurate. I feel like people in my broadcast act completely different than they would in someone, maybe Ice Poseidon's broadcast or Andy Milanakis's, where the chat goes by so fast, people just type whatever mean, hateful things, but you can actually read the chat and stuff in my broadcast because we've got 283 people in here, and it's not going super quick, but the chat is moving well, and we do have a good amount of viewers. But let's just try to, I'm not saying I'm always perfect. I'm definitely not. I'm not saying I'm not a hypocrite. Someone just posted, "Oh, you're a hypocrite." It's like, okay, well, people can evolve, people can change, and people can grow. So from this day forward, I want to make sure. I want to make a stand for compassion and peace and understanding and being a good, let's try to make my community and the burger buddies, let's make it a more positive place. Keep inspiring, Burger. I love you. Thanks, Sports Addict. I've changed, guys. I'm growing. All right, let's cut up some of these onions. I don't want too many, but let's cut up a little bit. Cut off the top and the bottom and just toss it out. There's not that much onion in there that it weighs. You can always, instead of putting it in the landfill though, I would suggest creating, if you have a yard or you have a thing, I'd suggest creating your own compost pile and create your own garden too. That's a great way to make your local community a better place, is inspire people to make more local gardens and grow your own vegetables and your own fruits and plant fruit trees. I guess they're trying to do that in like Portland or Seattle or something. They're planting fruit trees in public parks and things so that anyone can go out there and pick them. And there need to be more community gardens and things too. They're doing that more in New York. They're doing some beautiful community gardens and different stuff like that, different parts in NYC and different places, and that's great. What a great way to make your community a better place and be able to feed those that don't have as much, some free food, because oftentimes with a garden, you have more food than you can eat, or the food's going to go bad before you can eat it all. So why not share that food with other people? And boy, I'm sure it'll make you feel better too. There's nothing like sharing or doing a good deed to get yourself out of depression. I know it helps me because I get depressed too, guys. Living in the van and stuff, it wasn't easy. I just, that's why I kind of trick myself with little fun things like, I'm not homeless, I'm home free. It's a state of mind. I could have easily killed myself and gotten depressed or something. I'm living in a van. No one likes me on my broadcast. Boo-hoo. I have a pity party for myself. But that's why, I don't live in a van. I live in a vansion. I have fun with it, Do I want to live in a van? No, but living in a van is a way for me to travel and not have to rent a hotel and stuff like that. I can. Oh, let's go look at these fries while I'm talking about vans. Ooh, I think we're done here. Yeah, they're done. We don't want to overcook them. Paper plate. I talk about sustainability and reusing things, and I use a paper plate. I know. But that's just the way we got it set up here. I don't know. It's convenience, right, guys? Perfect. Those look good. Nice and golden. Nice. Salt them when they're hot. It's good if you put them in a bowl or something. You can shake them around. Put a little paprika, some salt. Well, I like salt and pepper on mine. But yeah, different times I put like paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, different spices and stuff. That can be great curry fries. Ooh, I can put a little bit of curry powder on there. But all in all, my favorite is just salt and pepper. And I like freshly cracked, freshly ground pepper. It just tastes so much better. It's not stale. Always grind your pepper fresh. They have these pepper grinders and they're great. We'll throw a little bit of onion. Let's throw a little onion powder on there. Why not? I'll throw a little bit. Do we want any curry powder? Oh gosh. Let's put a little bit. I'm feeling frisky. Let's do a little bit of curry powder. I'm getting so excited to eat this food. Oh, the curry powder is like clumpy a little bit. Need to like, oh! Alright. Kind of flipping. Oh, shoot. Lost 2 fries. I'm eating those fries. Just rolling them around because I didn't put them in a bowl. You put them in a bowl and then toss them around and stuff. Really get the spices all around and stuff. Put a couple paper towels in the bottom of the bowl. Whatever. Oh, perfect. I just put salt, pepper, onion powder, and then some curry. Just some Walmart brand curry powder. And it's tough for Ice too, man. You guys should be a lot nicer to him and easier to him, man. I don't want to. The guy's, you know, he puts up a lot of crap too, man. I can't imagine the spotlight. And I mean, he can always like stop streaming, but he likes doing that. That's what he likes doing, guys. Don't give him such a hard time either. I know everybody was giving me a hard time because it was like the cool thing to do or something. Oh, fuck burger. Whatever. Luckily I'm 35 and I can deal with shit a little better, I guess. It wasn't the first time I've been made fun of in my life. Won't be the last. I've had red hair and been fat my whole life. So if someone calling me fat is like, oh yeah, really? I'm fat? Okay. I've been even when I was skinnier, you know, I still felt like I was fat. It's like, you know, I was watching some of those videos from this morning, some of the burger buddies, and it was a lot skinnier. And some of them, well, some of the early ones I was fatter. Then I lost some weight in like 2000 from 2008 to 2009. I got pretty skinny. Then I gained skinny for like till like 2011 or 12, and dated this girl, and I started barbecuing all the time and eating all these freaking burgers, and oh boy, basically I gained a bunch of weight back. I gained all the weight back and more that I lost. Well, it can happen. But, you know, making fun of somebody's weight or being too tall or something skinny. Usually people are making fun of people. It's because they feel insecurities about themselves and they're trying to bring people down to their level. Make everybody feel depressed like they feel inside. Really, these people just need a hug and they need a friend. So, have I considered lifting weights? Dude, I'm not really into, I don't like lifting weights. I don't want to look like a big buff meathead guy. I like riding my bike and doing cardio. That's what I like doing. I just wouldn't mind being a little more lean, maybe doing some push-ups. I don't think you need to lift weights and go to a gym. Just do push-ups. Use your body as the weight. Push-ups, pull-ups, crunches. Going to the, you know, just go on a walk. You don't need to walk on a human gerbil wheel. I hate walking by. I know the gym, some reason these gyms have convinced all these people to go inside this one room and go on a walk, go on a virtual walk. It's safer. This city you spend so much money to live in, it's dangerous. You gotta go walk on this treadmill. It's safer here. Ooh. What a crock of shit. Oh, I biked 5 miles. I didn't go anywhere on my stationary bike. People in LA too are, I'll just give you one example how people in LA are huge bitches compared to people in New York. It's not just the weather, but the people, they ride their bikes on the sidewalk like a bunch of fucking scaredy cats. I swear to God. In New York, you get a ticket for riding your bike on the sidewalk. In LA, it's like the typical daily thing because everybody out there is a self-entitled prick. Ride their bike on the sidewalk. It's like, okay, if you're too scared to ride your bike in the street, don't ride your bike then, okay? And then you get idiots riding on the sidewalk. Beep, beep, get out of my way, I'm on my bicycle. Like, I'll fucking clothesline your ass. You fucking try to hit me with your bike. Fuck out of here. Ride on the sidewalk, or ride on the street, you dumbass. You know? Beep, beep, everyone get out of my way. I'm a pussy and scared to ride in the street. Whee! Like, fuck off. How about you ride your bike like a real man or a real woman? Or just don't ride it, or get a moped or something. And that is not an exaggeration. That's really how it is in LA. Anybody that lives in LA can confirm that. Everyone rides their bike on the freaking sidewalk. Every now and then you see somebody riding in the street, you're like, wow, this guy's a renegade. What a renegade this person is. What a maverick. Oh, look at that burger. Let's see what this other side looks like. Oh, yeah, boy. Oh, yeah, boy. Perfecto. Alright, I'm going to let that cheese melt. Put this bun, this is the thicker bun, so I'm going to put it over the heat side, the hotter side, or a little bit. Close that down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy. That will not be raw in the middle. It will be pink in the middle. It will be medium and perfect. Because I grilled it to precision. The fries were cooked to precision. Everything's coming out burger today. I was sick last night and this morning, feeling like shit. Still feel like shit. Got real bad congestion. Head cold. Awful. Burnt burgers and soggy fries. Yeah, right. That's not burnt. It's got just a touch of char on the edges. That's what you want on a flame broiled burger. Some of these fries are... Some of them are crispier than others, depending on how thin they are. Good. Does that look limp? Does that look soggy? Some of you guys are being rude still. I don't know if you heard my speech, but I'm about to start laying down the band hammer, and you're not coming back. Just thought I'd give you guys another chance. Alright. Alright, where's the mods at? I need all these people talking trash to be timed out. And subsequent times out, if I notice you've been timed out 3 or 4 times in the chat, I'm going to start banning people. Okay? Daddy's home, bitch. Now you got me mad. Alright, whatever. I'm not going to let you guys get me upset. I just won't read your shit comments. I'll turn the comments off. How about that, motherfuckers? Alright. You guys can't make it work in the comment section? We'll turn the comments off. See how you like it then. And if you leave, whatever. Everybody that's leaving is little fucking trolls and assholes anyway, so who cares? Alright. And I'm walking on air. Alright, I'm grounding everybody. We're not doing comments for 15 minutes because some of you guys think I'm joking, and I'm going to teach some of you guys some respect. So we're not doing comments for 15 minutes. If you're bored, go. Get out of here. We don't want you here. If you want to complain, go somewhere else. This ain't the place. I'm sick and tired of it. If you're too stupid to understand too dense or immature to understand what I was trying to say earlier, well, you had your chance. You're done. Do-do-do-do. Oh, this one, burger and fries. You guys think I'm joking? Oh, you're wrong. Get all the hate out while you guys can, because I'm about to turn off the comments. And then I'll just have these wonderful broadcasts where I don't have to sit and listen to people's bad opinions and talk bad about each other and whatever, because apparently you guys, some of you don't realize that comments are a privilege and not a necessity. And chat's off. And chat is off. You guys thought I was joking? Well, you were wrong. And we'll just wait for the idiots to leave, and then the rest of us will be here and ready to have a good time. There we go. It doesn't have to do with agreement. It has to do with people just being obnoxious and rude and hateful. And I'm not dealing with it anymore. I think if you want to watch me eat this burger, watch me eat it. I don't see why you should have to be able to call me fat and names and whatever while I'm eating food. Well, I don't see why people watch me eat burgers really to begin with. But I don't think Ice Poseidon or any of those other guys would even think of doing this shit. Turning the chat off. Oh man, Harvey bit this thing or something? Did they ever turn off live chat? I doubt it. Alright, we only lost 10 people. Well, the rest of us, let's have a good time. Alright, let's see what we got here. Oh gosh, that cheese looks so good. The only thing that sucks is it says on the string the whole time, live chat is not enabled for this broadcast. Oh my god! I burnt the bun. Shit. That's a little charred up. I can still eat that one. I'll try it, see what it tastes like. Dang it. Got a little black on the bun. Of course I gotta screw something up, right? It was too perfect. I prefer to just talk to myself anyway, honestly. I like being in my own world. Fudge. Okay. That freaking song's in my head, man. Let's see. Whatever, I'm not gonna eat this bun. Screw it. Buns are cheap. I'm throwing this away. Eat another one. Daddy's home. Everybody better be good. Better be respectful. Listen up, Lebowski. Listen up, shithead. What the fuck are you doing, dipshit? What the fuck are you doing, dipshit? Giving myself a haircut? What the fuck are you doing, dipshit? Fucking Aaron. I never really liked that guy. Alright, oh yeah, are you gonna be with me tonight? Loving, 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 loving. I used to be strawberry field. And more than nothing is real. Is another place you can go. Place you can go. Living in a big brown glass house. I don't know all the words. Did you notice that? I used to see the walrus in me. Very low sodium, it says. Ooh. Maybe I won't die of heart disease tonight. Nah, maybe tomorrow. Who knows? One day I'll probably keel over. Oh man, it's only half. Shoot. I put the ginger ale done because it looked like the thing was full, but it was all foam halfway. Yeah. Once it's cold, I won't put any ice with it because, man, this stuff is watered down easy. I don't think it has a lot of flavor ingredients in it or something. It's kind of a watered down recipe. So you get the value shit at Walmart. It's like, oh, is it? Wait, maybe there's a reason it's cheaper. Sometimes the recipe's not right. Oh yeah, these are great. I'm gonna hit up these fries while I'm toasting that bun. You want to let your meat sit and rest for 5 minutes, usually 2 before you eat it. Alright, now I have some homemade hot sauce I made. This is habanero hot sauce. I put some sun-dried tomato in it. I made this last year. It's still great. But it's not, I put it in a sriracha bottle. It's not really sriracha though. This is my own homemade hot sauce. That's why it's more watery than regular sriracha. And it's a different color. You notice? These are different colors. See, this one's more orange. This is the one I made. Kind of made my own sriracha, basically. And I love sriracha so much, I bought a new bottle of it, not knowing there was a brand new bottle already in the fridge. And a half of another bottle. So now we have, holy crap, how many bottles of sriracha do I have? 1 bottle that's full. We have 2 brand new bottles of sriracha. 1 of the sauce I made. I'm a hot sauce freak, bro. I love hot sauce. I'm having fun. Hey, so we lost 40 or 50 viewers. Big whoop. I don't do this for the views. I don't do it for the money. Sure, I need the money to be able to buy things and keep the broadcast going, especially on this road trip I'm about to go. But, you know, if I have to sacrifice my integrity or my self-worth or self-respect or my, you know, something like that, I don't think that's something you should have to, that's something you should have to juggle and stuff. I mean, I guess with live streaming, you're always going to have haters, but not people, you know, people aren't doing it. They're jealous because they don't have enough balls to live stream, or, you know, they think it's so easy. Hey, if it's so easy, then go for it. Let's see how you do. Good luck. If anybody could do it, everybody would do it. It takes a lot of people don't want to have to deal with all the stuff that comes with it. There's a lot more than. Okay, so we got fries here. All right, I toasted the grill was still a little hot, so I just put the buns on the grill with the heat off, and it still toasted them up enough. Oh, let's put some onion on this. Onion on an onion roll. I hate that we had to turn the comments off, because there was like a lot of cool comments too, but especially when I go out of my way to try to be positive and stuff, you're gonna have these immature people that want to try to shut me down. Because honestly, they're scared. They're scared that they're going to lose. They're scared they're going to be all alone. They try to get everybody to jump on the hate bandwagon to be with them. But when people don't want to do that, they get afraid. They don't want to be alone. They want to go with the...
Smoke weed every day.
Ruggedly handsome. Thank you.
If a redhead drinks ginger ale, is it just called ale?
Hey, yeah, if you guys want to talk to me through the comments, that's a great idea, Ruggedly Handsome. You guys can always talk to me and get in the chat with the text-to-speech. It's only $3 if you guys would like to have some conversations back. Coming. Thank you so much, Ruggedly. Oh, man, I'm hoping to meet up with you, too, when I'm in town. I'm about to leave in a few days. I decided I'm going to Art Basel down in Miami. It's December 7th to December 10th, so I need a couple days to drive down there. I could probably drive there in one day, but maybe I'll do it in 2 or 3 and make a few stops. I want to stop North and South Carolina. I don't know. I have to just kind of plan my route out and look at the map and see what the difference is. Mmm. 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 Damn, that hot sauce is good. I think I might have put some kind of fruit in it. I think I put cherry in it. I think I put a couple of de-stemmed cherries in it. Mmm. That's real nice. Mmm. 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 Honestly, I feel more at peace. I have less anxiety with the chat off. I might do this all the time. Mmm. Oh my goodness. It's so good. It's so delicious. It's so good. I wish I had some. Maybe I'll turn on Super Chat, YouTube Super Chat. Maybe I'll look into that and see about a subscriber only kind of subscriber only chat. That way, people that are only subscribed can chat. And if they're assholes, I block them. And yeah, it sucks I lose their money, but what doesn't suck is I lose their bad attitude out of my community. And then all the other assholes are, you know, what sucks is not everyone has $3 or $4 a month to, you know, become a part of the show or the chat. But the people that do take part, I think they would be a lot more responsible. And that would take away most of the trolls. You know, so a lot of them are little kids that don't have access to credit cards and stuff. So, or they at least can't verify it and shit, you know. They might have mommy and daddy's credit card number, but when you log in with Streamlabs with your Facebook, it's kind of hard to say it's not you. It's like, oh really? It's not you? And they know your personal accounts and all this. Oh my god. Oh god, it's almost 1 a.m. Shit, it's almost time to turn the chat back on. Oh, this sucks. I'm not looking forward to it. God, 3 more minutes apiece. I guess I can always have peace. I can just turn the chat off the screen and not look at it. I can do that. I just don't like people saying bad things about me or anybody else. I don't understand why people have to be jerks. I guess it's to get attention, apparently. Mommy and daddy won't give them any attention, so. Maybe I'll get some on the internet. Oh no. 2 more minutes. think it was actually 2 minutes early, so I'm gonna kick it back on because I promised 15 minutes. I didn't really promise, but I said 15 minutes. Enable live chat. Hello, enable live chat. All right, we're back, guys. Is it back? Oh, God. Give me 1 second, guys. I got this weird thing on the screen. I'm gonna pause it. Give me 1 second. Something's fucked here. Now it says live chat not enabled the whole time and it won't go off the screen. That's annoying. Oh well, I'll eat and I'll restart the broadcast. Burger food looks good. Thanks, man. I'd love to have a meet and greet and cook burgers for everybody. That'd be fun. And try to cook them up real good, actually, you know? Not just some bullshit burgers. Like some real, like, ground beef burgers. Guys, hey, where's my mods at? I need the mods timing people out that didn't learn their lesson, too. Because we've given them a chance here. I love you. Thank you so much. See? That's nice. I know we've got majority of good people, you know? It's just, all it takes is a couple rotten eggs or rotten potatoes to make all the other ones get nasty. Or some mold on some of the bread to make eventually can turn the whole loaf moldy and disgusting, you know? I don't want these people with their toxic ideas and their toxic things to think that they have a home here. I don't want them to think that they're welcome here, because they're definitely not. You know, I'd stand up for principles of, you know, what I believe in. And if you don't agree with it, hey, the door's right there. See yourself out. Be positive or fuck off. That's what I say. It's not totally. I could be a little pinker inside. It's a little pink. Just gonna continue to cook a little more too after you take it off the grill. I melted that cheese on there. Probably cooked it a little longer. It's not burnt. It's cooked like medium well. I prefer it medium, but whatever. I'm not going to throw it away. It's not burnt. Thought I was a professional chef. Not a professional chef. Never claimed to be a professional chef. Just trying to teach you guys a few things and make your food better at home. But, well. I mean, walking around with the camera and doing this and doing that, multitasking. Fries were done before the burger was, a little bit. The burger was so thick. Yeah, definitely room for improvement. Not perfect. We're getting there, though. Every oven's different. Every range is a little different. You know, different settings for stuff that works. You know, whether it's a gas range or an electric range. Ketchup tastes better. Got that Heinz, bro. That Heinz value size. What is it? 64 ounces of ketchup. Oh my god. What's 1 tablespoon of ketchup? 160 milligrams of sodium and 4 grams of sugar. Holy shit. That's not good. That's a lot. In a tablespoon, there's 4 grams. You know how much sugar is in 4 grams of sugar? I don't even understand how that's possible. How's there 4 grams of sugar in something that's 1 tablespoon? It doesn't even make sense. How could you get 4 grams of sugar on a tablespoon? I guess it all melts down and turns into a liquid, but it doesn't make sense. This shit is mostly sugar sauce. Guys, don't tease Christina either. It's way too easy. And don't get her riled up because I don't want her to start getting on everybody's nerves more. Mm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Kind of falls apart. It's raw in the middle. It's not raw in the middle. How's it raw? It's freaking... Are the colors wrong? Because it's cooked all the way. I don't know. I got people being annoying again. I'm about to block some people. Have you ever listened to the Disco Biscuits? Yeah, I've seen them perform live. Soundtribe Sector 9, Humphreys McGee. I used to be a hippie. Seen Fish play like 5 times. I saw him play once at Madison Square Garden on New Year's Eve. That was cool. That was really cool. And at Hampton, Virginia. Saw Phil Lesh and Friends, Bob Dylan, James Brown, Sonic Youth, Tortoise, TV on the Radio. I actually know those guys. I've seen them a few times. I've seen Sonic Youth 2 or 3 times too. I think I've seen them 3 times. I don't know, I've seen a bunch of bands. I've seen the RZA. Saw the Ohio Players Club in Santa Monica. That's pretty cool. I ran into Jeff Dowden, who's actually the real guy that they based the character of the Big Lebowski on. The Coen brothers knew him. I guess he's like a producer for Fern Gully, and he was in the industry. He's just kind of a big character, and they based the character of the dude around him. His name's Jeff Lebowski, and he goes to Lebowski Fest and stuff. He wears like Hawaiian shirts and stuff like that, you know. I mean, yeah, of course they like made up stories, but they use him kind of as an inspiration for the character. Mm. 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 Dean did a live stream and he was crying. Why? Was that today? I haven't seen Dean stream for a couple of days. Here, I found somebody I want to ban. He misses me and started crying. You're right. Dean was crying. Then he said he misses me. Oh, Miss Burger. Shut up. That's what you guys said about Ice. So like Ice said he was crying and misses you. All right, ma'am.
Burger. That would be cool if you were rich one day and were able to open up your own burger shop. Fresh off the broiler for life, bro.
I think we know what we're gonna name. I was thinking about naming it Burger Planet. We'll just name it Fresh Off the Broiler. And you don't have to be rich to open up your own restaurant, Pat. You can have like about 10 or 20,000 saved up and open up a food truck. I know how to weld. Get the stainless steel in there. Do all the work yourself. You can do it a lot cheaper too. And customize it the way you want. You got a friend that does metalworking, or if you know how to do that yourself. Go pay money to work at a metal shop or something that has all the machines you need to bend and fold the stainless steel to the right size and stuff. You can save a shitload of money. You could do it a lot cheaper. You could probably, I'd say well, you got all the vents and blowers and all that stuff. I'd say it'd at least be 10 grand with the truck and refabricating it and whatever vendor license you would need. In New York, you can't even get a vendor license unless you're a vet, an ex-veteran. They're the only people they give vendor permits to at this point. People that had them before are grandfathered, and they just have had them. Have a GoFundMe. Man, I need to get a laptop too, so I can start doing stuff on the road and get get a laptop and a hotspot so I can get online when I'm on the road. It's nice having a computer. Man, there's still food left. I'm starting to get full. I don't think I can eat the rest. Guys, if you're coming here to spread drama, we don't need you. And I've already had problems with this person multiple times, and I've unbanned you. And you still come back and talk more shit and try to stir up drama. That's all you do. So you're gone. And you're not coming back. So, when am I going back to LA? Never. Maybe in a year or so, 2 years, I might visit. I don't fucking like LA. New York's way better, guys. Trust me, I was there for 8 years. Had beer with my burger and I should have had beer with my burger and fries. Well, I didn't have any beer. I didn't buy any beer. I'm so sick. I'm not going to New York after Miami. After Miami, I'll probably drive back up here for Christmas. And then I might drive back down south. I don't know. I want to be here for Christmas, but I also want to go down south for the winter. Maybe I'll just miss Christmas here. I was here for Thanksgiving. I don't really think there was much difference. Okay. Yeah, I banned someone else that was being rude. I'm not even going to read their comments or mention their names. They're just going to be gone. So you guys will just see them in the chat. They'll just disappear. So we're not going to give them the light of day or the satisfaction of getting any notoriety or being noticed or being martyred for being a scumbag. I'll just disappear and be banned by me, personally, if people are rude. Oh, God, I'm full. Oh, I'm gonna put a little barbecue sauce. I'm tired of the flavor with the ketchup. Maybe like some barbecue sauce and some A1 on the side. Just something a little different. I don't want to waste that burger meat. It's only a couple more bites. I can finish it. Ah. Yeah, just think about your comments. Is this alright? Every time you make a comment, maybe some of you guys need to do this. You don't understand or something. But every time you make a comment, is like, is this nice? Am I mentioning another streamer? Is this drama related? Is this something that's nice? If your answer was no to any of those questions, then don't post the comment. It's that simple. Why is New York better? I've went over, just watch the streams. I'm not repeating myself over and over and over again. Will I be able to live in the mansion or have to rent a room? Well, the thing about New York, it doesn't stay cool and temperate like LA. It gets humid and hot and balmy and real hot in the summer. So they'll probably be eventually, but there's more shade trees and stuff around. But yeah, the humidity and stuff's gonna be a bitch. Jake, and we're not banning people, we're just timing people out now, Jake. I know maybe you haven't been here for a few days or something, but so yeah, I don't know. I do want to get an apartment and get a green screen and start doing more videos and stuff like that. Get a little studio set up in my apartment or bedroom. Can I play some music? What kind of music? Like can I play music personally? Or play like iTunes or somebody else's music? Call Reggie Watch. I do have Reggie Watch's number. Black Moss Super Rainbow. You got a tobacco fan out there. I got their permission to use his songs in my videos, but now he's licensing his music to like Silicon Valley and commercials and stuff. So yeah, I can't really use his music anymore. But it was off the radar for a while, and they gave me permission, so I got it from Anticon, their label. His label. Yeah, I have Reggie Watch's number. I've got some people's numbers. I don't call him all the time and bother him, but he lives in LA. Reggie's always nice to me. I mean, a great guy. Are we best friends? Do we talk all the time? No. But we're acquaintances. And I've always wanted to hang out with him more. We met up. Every time I see him around, though, we end up having a, 10, 20-minute conversation, hanging out, catching up and stuff. He knows who I am. I know who he is, He's a great guy. I love Reggie. This is water. Nope, we finished it now. I ate too much. Personally, I think that Reggie should be hosting the James Corden show. It should be called the Reggie Watts Show. I don't like James Corden. Hey, Burger, we love your streams. Thanks, Brian. I'm not a big fan of James Corden. Also, too, it just pisses me off that we've got like all these other people from other countries hosting American late night shows, okay? They can go host the shows in their own freaking country. Why are they hosting our... Why don't I like James Corden? He's just kind of cheeky and real campy, and I don't really like his voice. I don't like his sense of humor. I don't really think he's that talented. I think they let the wrong guy host that show. I think Reggie Watts should host the show. He's way more talented, way more brilliant. That show would be completely better and way more. Of course, they want it to be mainstream or whatever. James Corden probably tested well with their test groups or whatever that they have watch stuff. But I'm just sick of all these people from other countries coming to America and hosting our shows. It's like, damn, man, why can't they do their own? Why can't they do their own shows? They got the guy doing the Daily Show from Africa, talking about our politics. We've got, James Corden from, wherever the hell he's from. Craig Ferguson, not a big fan. I like Conan O'Brien. I like Johnny Carson. I love Johnny Carson. Conan O'Brien. Stephen Colbert, I think he's from Canada. At least that's the same continent. I think he's from Canada, isn't he? He did Chicago Improv. I don't know. I'm just like, we got so many talented comedians. I'm glad they give Jordan Klepper his own show, because whenever what's his name? The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. There we go. When Jon Stewart retired from the Daily Show, I was like, oh, who are they gonna pick? And I'm like looking there, I'm like, oh, Jordan Klepper, he was up and coming, he was doing great. Jason Jones, I really liked Jason Jones, or even Samantha Bee. Well, now I'm like, oh my God, they give this new guy that's never even been on the show, or even Dimitri Martin, but now he's got a new show coming out. I'm like, oh, all these great, talented comedians and great correspondents and stuff they had over the years. Rob Corddry, like all these great people, and they picked this random guy that's barely even been on the show at all. Like, what the hell? I mean, I guess he has a big social media following or some crap. I don't know. That's how they do stuff anymore. It's like they go with the guy with the bigger social media following. Like that matters. Well, don't worry. When you put the guy on TV, his social media following is going to go up, all right? But I think they want that boost on a new show. That guy can, tweet out his, to his 4 million followers or something. Hey, I'm on TV now, guys. I'm going to be hosting this new show on CBS or blah, blah, blah. To help kind of give it a little boost, to help the new starting fledgling show. New show, But it's like, okay, like you're going to need, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, but so Samantha Bee, now she has her own show from The Daily Show that's on TBS. I think it's like a once a week show. Then you got John Oliver. I like John Oliver a lot too from The Daily Show. Like, I would have rather seen him host the show, but now he left and he has his own show on HBO that he only hosts once a week. I'm sure it's not a bigger paycheck than working 5 days a week, that's for sure. But I don't know, it's his own show, so maybe it is. I doubt it though. Because, his name would be on the show regardless. Working 1 day a week or 5 days a week. Hey, he probably works 1 day or 2 days. They got 1 day or a couple of days writing and then they film it. Maybe they'd even do it in the same day. So maybe it's better for him. I don't know. I don't know what the situation is. But I was like, John Oliver, he would have been way better. Samantha Bee, now she has her own show. Now that Jordan Klepper has his own show, I saw coming out on Comedy Central. Because I've been kind of out of the loop on TV stuff because haven't been watching a lot of this stuff in the van, but watched a couple things with Dave over at his house because he DVRs The Daily Show and Colbert Report and Conan, and we watched Seth Meyers. Yeah, I've met Seth Meyers. He's a nice guy and he's fun, but I'm not a big, I don't know, I'm just not a big fan of the show, and I don't like Carson Daly. I absolutely despise Jimmy Fallon. Oh God, he's the worst. Cheeky, campy guy. I like Jimmy. Oh yeah, I like Jimmy Kimmel. I like Jimmy Kimmel more than the other guys. I think my favorite talk. I'm not like a huge Kimmel fan. He's like, whatever. But yeah, Jimmy Fallon's the worst. He's just terrible. He was always the worst on Saturday Night Live. You know, he's a terrible actor. You know, he just like some cheeky little cute looking guy. You know, just terrible actor. Somehow he got on Saturday Night Live, and then he just ruined every sketch he was in. Oh, thank you so much, Gabe.
Tell us a story from your childhood.
I could do that. But, yeah. I guess my favorite late night talk show host right now would be, number 1 would be Conan O'Brien. Number 2 would be Stephen Colbert. Number 3, I'd have to say Jimmy Kimmel. And then everybody else, they can just fuck off. I don't care about anybody else. Carson Daly, he's even worse than Jimmy Fallon. They're just not likable guys. I don't know. They're just phony baloney. I ran into Jimmy Fallon once, and I always thought in my mind, if I ever see Jimmy Fallon, in the back of my mind, I always thought, if I ever see this guy, I'm going to tell him, give him a piece of my mind, and just, because I lived in New York, he lived in New York, it was like, you know, I might sometimes you run into people in New York and stuff like that. I like Conan the best because he's the most like Johnny Carson. He loves Johnny Carson. Bro, fuck the commercial. That wasn't a commercial. After these messages. But, so, I was like, if I ever meet Jimmy Fallon, I'll give this guy a piece of my mind. You know, I want to tell this fucking asshole, hey man, you ruined Saturday Night Live, now you have your own show, you know, fuck you. This was before he hosted The Tonight Show. I think he had another show, like the Jimmy Fallon something, and then they made him the host of The Tonight Show when it was supposed to be Conan O'Brien, which, you know, I was upset about it at first, that Conan should be the, yeah, Tom Green was dope. I was upset that, you know, Jimmy Fallon's hosting The Tonight Show, but I guess Conan got watered down a lot whenever they started doing the Tonight Show. It got watered down a lot. Yeah. So, I kind of like Conan better. Conan was about the same. He should have hosted The Tonight Show. Come on. Then they screwed him over with Jay Leno and freaking Jimmy Fallon. He was making a lot more money, too, Conan was, with The Tonight Show, rather than TBS. But, yeah, this is bullcrap. I can't stand Jimmy Fallon. Oh, yeah, so I was like, oh, I hate this guy. He's a freaking a-hole. Terrible actor. You know, I mean, it seems like I heard he's just a great guy, though. That's what I think one of the reasons he's so successful. He's just like a very nice guy. He's very friendly. Oh, like, laughing. Laughs at all your shitty jokes, you know, whatever, because he has a shit sense of humor, too. So, I guess that's why he's so successful, and I'm not. But I always decided if I ever met him, I was going to give him a piece of my mind. Just like, you know, not like, I wasn't going to like hurt the guy, or I'm just be like, hey, fuck you, man. You sucked at Saturday Night Live. And now you're screwing up freaking late night TV. Like, god damn, fuck you. You know, you're the worst on Saturday Night Live, whatever. So, well, one day I was like returning a modem to Time Warner, and lo and behold, guess who comes out of the deli but Jimmy Fallon? And we're like standing face to face. I was like, in my mind, I was like, here's your chance. I was like, here's your chance. Fucking tell him, you know, my inside mind was like, tell him to fuck off. Tell him you're a New Yorker, and he fucking ruined Saturday Night Live, and he shouldn't be an actor. He shouldn't be on TV. He should be working at the fucking mailroom of Rockefeller Center. I didn't say anything mean to him. I just was like, oh, hey, Jimmy. I was like, oh. He's like, yeah, what's going on? Hi. I like your show. I like your show. Oh, thanks, man. Oh, my God. I think I gave him a compliment. It was even freaking worse than him. It was like, so he's thinking he's doing a great job. I gave him a freaking compliment. Oh, hey, man. Love your stuff or something like that. Gave him a compliment. It's just, God, I can't even deal. I can't even have to live with myself. I sold out. Burger, you sell out. You weren't sure to yourself. Well, I was like, maybe it's not the best. Did you ask Jimmy Fallon? Oh, God.
Did you ask Jimmy Fallon to collab with you just like you asked Dr. Disrespectful Mo?
Not quite like that. No, I wasn't live streaming at the time. But yeah, I ended up giving, like, oh hey man, hey Jimmy, nice to meet you or something. Hey, what's going on? Yeah, so nice for like, oh everybody loves me. Yeah, it's like, oh god, whatever. Everybody's probably freaking nice to him. You just look at him and you like see the face of a child on a grown man's body or something. It's like just hard to like tell him off. It's probably why Lorne Michaels could never fire him throughout the years. Ah, god. Jay Leno rocks? No, Jay Leno's the worst, too. Drew Carey should have gotten the late night show. Yeah, Drew Carey would have been good. I like the Drew Carey show. I met Drew Carey in L.A. He was nice. Yeah, Drew Carey's great. Jim Carrey, I mean, he's doing like huge movies. See, but yeah, I mean, Drew Carey definitely would have more. I think his personality would shine more. The thing is with these late night shows, they don't want to go with somebody that's already older. They want to get like a new blood in there to try it because they're always like scraping by like the Tonight Show and stuff. I had a very old demographic with Jay Leno. It was like people our parents' age were the people that watched that show. People that like Johnny Carson, then they watch it with Jay Leno. Well, with Jimmy, they're like, oh, do we want to go with Conan? He's already he's older already. You know, how many more years does he have? 20 years or whatever. Or Jimmy, he's probably got another 30 years left in him or something. Oh, and he's got a younger demographic and a younger fan base. Oh, okay, we'll go with him. Probably some shit like that. It's all freaking politics and whatever, but... okay, you guys want to hear the story about when I... Oh, thanks for the donations, by the way. When I met not Jim Carrey, Drew Carey, I was outside of this place called This is a place I hung out at quite a bit. It's called La Poubelle. Go there occasionally and have a drink because it was close to this comedy theater called Upright Citizens Brigade that I like to go to a lot, especially when I first came to LA because I didn't really know that much to do. So I was like, comedy. That's all I care about, comedy. So went and saw a bunch of improv shows. I've already seen a ton of improv shows, but went and saw a bunch more and enjoyed it a lot. But one night I was outside and I was walking by and I was just admiring this really interestingly painted car. It was like a new car, like a Cooper. It was like a Mini Cooper, but like kind of like a hatchback, like larger. It wasn't like a Mini Cooper. It was like a regular size Cooper, kind of station wagon hatchback kind of thing. But it was like bigger than the Mini Cooper. I don't know which Cooper it was or whatever, but it looked like a coupe. It looked like a Mini Cooper on the front, but it was a little longer and something. Maybe it wasn't the Mini. It was just like the regular Cooper or whatever. I'm examining the car because it was like interesting. It had this like really crazy art all over. It looked psychedelic, like one of those like Further, like the Grateful Dead psychedelic bus, like a hippie bus or something. It was all like, all these weird, flower child, like not like cheesy too. It looked really cool and like well done. It looked like professional. It looked like the kind of like poster art or something, like very tastefully done poster art for like Jefferson Airplane or something like that back in the day. It looked really cool. So like checking it out and like took a picture with my phone, of course, whatever. That's what people do. And this guy walks up and was like, oh, he was like, I was like, he was looking at the car with me too. I was like, yeah, cool car, right? He's like, yeah, thanks, man. I was like, oh, it's your car. Okay, neat. I really like it, man. I'm a painter too. I really like your car. It's awesome. He's like, oh, thanks. Like this, yeah, I bought the car and I gave it to the guy to paint it. It took like over a year. I just got it, it took over a year to get it back because he had some other projects he was working on. He told me the guy's name, but I forget what it was. And then I looked at him in the eye and I'm like, oh, he looked familiar to me. And I'm like, oh, shoot, that's Drew Carey because he had blonde hair and stuff. And I guess he still bleaches his hair or something. I don't know if his hair's naturally blonde. I don't think it is. But it was Drew Carey, and that was his car. I was just like, wow. I always liked Drew Carey. I always liked the Drew Carey show. And I told him, I was like, oh, I read your book way back in the day. I used to work at a bookstore, and I could get discounts on book, and I always loved your comedy, and I bought your book. It was called Dirty Jokes and Beer. And I finished the book. I loved it. It was a good book. It was some funny stories. Like, oh, thanks, man. It's like more stories that were more adult and stuff, like Dirty Jokes and Beer. It's like, stories of like partying and going out and stuff and trying to like bar hound and like, holler at women and whatnot. And yeah, I thought it was a good read. It was fun. I told him I read it. He was like, oh, thanks so much, man. Like, I know that's something that a lot of people, when they probably tell him, okay, I loved the Drew Carey show, da-da-da-da-da, but I don't think that, I don't know how many books he sold, but I'm sure that not everybody that, it was a book that came out like, 25, 30 years ago, or no, not 30 years ago, I'm only 35. I'm not that old yet. It came out, 20 years ago. And yeah, it was 20 years ago because I was 15 when I worked at the bookstore. So it came out 20 years ago, and I read it. It's like, oh, thanks so much, man. Like, yeah, it's cool that you remember that. Like, yeah, not a lot of people mention that anymore. I was like, yeah, man, I love that book. I thought it was really fun. It was like, I think I was 15 at the time. I really enjoyed reading it. It was before I even had a beer or anything like that. Well, I think I sampled, my grandpa gave me a sip of beer once when I was a little kid. I was like, what are you drinking, Grandpa? He's like, I'm having a Budweiser, Josh. I'm like, can I have some? He's like, yeah, you can have some. Yeah, you can have some Budweiser. He let me put the little can in my mouth, and I took a sip of that beer, and woo, I spit it out. I was like, oh, it's disgusting. He's like, he's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, my grandpa was just laughing at me. He's like, and my grandma was like mad, like, Grandpa, you can't let my little bubby have beer. He's like, oh, he ain't gonna drink none of that beer. He's like, he probably won't ever drink again now. And I didn't for years because I was like, ooh, alcohol is gross. And let's see, the second time I ever had a sip of alcohol was, I think I was like 14 or 15. My friend Chris, actually his dad was the chief of police in her town, but his parents were divorced. His mom had moved to like Greenwood, like outside of Indianapolis, and his dad still lived back where we're from. And he'd go visit his mom on the weekends a lot because his mom had a real nice house, and she'd go buy him nice clothes and stuff. It's kind of like that guilt factor. And his mom had a lot of money. She was a superintendent of a school system and stuff, and his stepdad had a bunch of money because he was the vice president of like State Farm or American Family Insurance or one of those things. He was like vice president for the company or something. Like, he was really high up, not CEO, but he was like in the executive, he was doing all right. So we'd go there. They had a nice house. They had a ping pong table, and we'd play ping pong. Well, his brother had a beard, and this was like the 90s. And back then, people weren't, if you had a beard, that was your ID, okay? It wasn't like, okay, if you're under 40, we ID everyone. It wasn't like that back then. If you had a beard, you could get cigarettes, you could get alcohol. It was like the world was your oyster, okay? They didn't card people going into bars and stuff like they do now. It was like, if you had a beard, all right, that's all you need. I have a beard. I'm obviously old enough to buy alcohol. So, he had a beard. He goes in to the liquor store. He bought a pack of Zima. So he brings back a 6-pack of Zima. We all, I think I had a Zima. I drank one Zima. Got a little bit of a buzz, got a little tipsy off of Zima. And then, like, for some reason, my friends, like, my friend Ryan was there that now is a convicted murderer. I don't know if he's convicted, but he murdered someone in Florida, but he used to pick on me a bunch. So he's picking on me then as well. He's a psycho. And, yeah, that sucked. But, yeah, it was Zima. That was, like, my first, like, real drink or whatever. And then I didn't drink for a long time until, well, actually, I didn't, well, I think I was, like, 13 or 14 then. Then I didn't drink again until I was, like, 16 and a half or 17 when this guy, another guy with a beard, he was, like, 19 or something. He could get liquor, because they didn't, I don't know, some liquor stores, too, local places, you'll find out the one that, like, oh, they don't card or whatever, or, oh, they don't, somebody that works there or whatever it is. Underage people figure out how to get booze, and people figure out how to get things, right, guys? So they went to I had told the guy I didn't know what to get. I was like, I just want something sweet and easy to drink. So I was like, let me get a pint of sour. I think I sold some CDs to like Karma Records. Let me get a pint of Goldschlager. I get a pint of Goldschlager and a pint of sour apple pucker. And I'm like, okay, we're gonna have a good time. We got a party here. So then I went back in the woods, and I dug a hole, hid the alcohol in the hole, so for my parents and stuff. That's the way we'd always do it. And we live in the country, you dig a hole, you hide whatever shit you don't want your parents to find in the hole. You can put it in a plastic bag or something like that, so it's sealed up. Whatever it is, you put it in the hole. So I put it in the hole, and had a little campfire back there, and then I guess my friend Dave saw the campfire from my friend Corey and Brad, so he I guess Corey and Brad were asleep or something, so he came over to see what was going on at the campfire. It's not usually a campfire back there. So he came and came back to see what was going on. I'm like, oh, I got some booze back here. I'm just sipping some sour apple pucker or gold. I actually was drinking the Goldschlager. I'm just drinking this Goldschlager here by the fire. He's like, oh, hell yeah, man. So we drink. I drink most of the Goldschlager. He drinks most of the sour apple pucker. I'm walking back to my friend Corey's house. Freaking the whole ground. It felt like I was walking on a water bed. It was just like, walk back there. Drink more sour apple, or not sour. I think I drank, yes, I finished up the sour apple pucker stuff because it got to the point where it's like, okay, the bottles are about empty. We need to just finish this and get rid of the evidence. So we did. And then I walked back home, and then when I'm walking back home, that's when it was real like, ooh, I'm on a freaking boat or something, but I wasn't. And I went and fell asleep in my bed, woke up, puke all over. I guess I puked in my sleep. There's puke all over my bed, like over my side. I puked in my sleep. I woke up puking. I didn't puke on myself. I think I did puke in my sleep, but I was like on my side, and I woke up puking, then puked in the trash a bunch, and I had alcohol poisoning. I just puked all day. My mom came in to see what was going on, because I'm just like freaking retching, and so like my stomach's just like trying to get it out. I'm just like retching, and just over and over and over again. She comes in there and is like, "Were you drinking last night?" Like, no. She's like, "Josh, were you drinking last night?" I was like, "Yeah." She's like, "I can smell the alcohol in it. It just smells real strong like liquor." Like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sick." I never got grounded because I think they just figured that I got so sick, like, he's not going to want to drink again. And I did not drink again until I turned like 20 or 21. I was just like, alcohol is not my thing. I will stick to the cron. So I just stayed. I took a shitload of acid. Well, I was like, maybe I don't need to be drinking and shit. That's going to get me in trouble. And man, I got so sick. So then I was like, oh, I've got a great idea. I'll just start taking lots of pills and snorting Xanax with my friend Tommy and fucking doing pain pills and all this, freaking all kinds of shit. Just all kinds of pills for like a year and a half. I wrecked my car on, I think I was on like 6 Xanax. I always thought I was driving, but for some reason I woke up in the passenger seat. I found out years later my friend Clint was driving. He's the one that wrecked the car and left me there. Cops came, like, "What are you doing?" Or the horns going off. I called my parents. I don't know how long I was like blacked out, but I called my parents to get a tow truck to get me out of this ditch that the car was in, like a real steep embankment. Couldn't get it out. It was like straight down, pretty well, very steep. You couldn't back the car back up. You'd have to use like a winch or a crane to get it out. Then the police were outside. And they're like, put the gun down. I was like, it's a cell phone. It's like when cell phones weren't like, not everyone had a cell phone yet. It was like a little flip phone, but I think I had like my mom's old one or something like that. She gave me her old one. So like, it's a cell phone. I'm like, ugh. So then they did have me do all these like, I don't know, where they do like intoxication test or whatever. So you gotta like walk the line and touch your finger to your nose. Uh-oh, you didn't touch it right. Perfect. Oh, my nose is right here, right? Is this right? Okay. Touching my nose. And they're like, touch your finger to your nose. Oh, you failed. I was like, what? How am I failing at this? Like, do your alphabet backwards. I can't do my alphabet backwards regularly. What are you talking about? Like, she's like, you're so drunk. I can smell the alcohol on your breath, sir. I don't know if it was a woman or man, actually. So I don't remember. I think it might have been a woman. And I have to ask my mom. She would remember. She wasn't. She was in a better state of mind than I was. So I was like, we didn't drink anything. In my mind, I think I'm like sober. Like, I didn't drink anything. What are you talking about, ma'am? I would never drink anything. I'm the most eloquent gentleman there ever was. In real life, I'm probably, I'm not drunk. Like, what are you talking about? I'm fine. I didn't drink nothing. Like, I'm doing good. But I didn't have any alcohol in my breath because I was on a shitload of pills. So I don't know what the hell she was talking about. She's trying to get me to, rat myself out or something like they do. Well, my parents, they could tell I was on something. They didn't know what. They're like, oh, he's screwed up on something. So they wanted to do a blood test. But since I was 16, your parents have to get permission for the state or the the police to do a blood test under certain, you know, if you didn't, I don't know, they had to do permission. So my mom was like, they didn't give them permission because they knew I would fail it and lose my license, which was awesome on their part. But I was on probation for a year, but they never drug tested me even on probation. So, so I was like, I'd go to like the probation meeting like high as a kite, or you know, or smoke right afterwards at least. I wouldn't usually go in there high, but I'd go smoke as soon as it was done. That's for sure. And yeah, I was always worried if I was gonna have to take a piss test, but I never did. Got out of that, and then I quit after I wrecked the car. Well, I thought I wrecked it. After Clint wrecked it, I was like, maybe doing all these pills and shit isn't the best idea, is it, Lil Xan? Is it, Lil Peep? So I quit doing all that shit, and I just kept the smoking the cron, smoking that good shit. The first time I smoked herb was funny. I was like, well, I mean, it's whatever. Everything seems like it has importance and like merit in your own life, whether it's interesting to someone else. I guess that's just, you know, on how you present the story or whatever. But the first time I smoked cannabis was, I don't know, I was about 16. That's when I pretty much tried most things as far as that stuff went. You know, because you finally have your car. Oh, I can get away from my parents. I can do what I want and stay out a little later. Yeah, I'm supposed to be home at 11. All right, whatever. So I was with some friends and they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna smoke a blunt, man. So they roll up this like real shitty blunt and they were like, oh man, this is some real good stuff too. Like, oh really? Because I heard like some of the stuff can have names and stuff. He's like, yeah, the guy said this is called Red Dragon. I'm like, ooh, Red Dragon, damn, that sounds like real good. So they like roll it up, you know, break it up, take all the seeds and stems out of it. Yeah, it's so good. It's got a shitload of seeds in it. You know, I didn't know shit about weed or anything back then. So I was like, oh, okay, whatever. That's how you have to do it. Of course, it's got seeds. It's a plant, you know. They're taking all the seeds and stems out and shit, and they roll it up. They're all like smoking it. Like some of them were on the soccer teams. I think they all played soccer actually. So yeah, the soccer guys in our high school were just a bunch of wild partiers for some reason. Watch out for the soccer boys. Football guys like to drink. The soccer dudes, they were like all into fucking psychedelics and smoking chronic and doing whippets. They used to do whippets on the soccer field. They like, because people didn't even know what it was back then. It was like 1997 or something. Parents didn't know what the fuck a whippet was. They were like, you know, they freaking had their little cracker and freaking whippet, you know, ready whip thing, filling up a balloon and shit in the car, doing a freaking nitrous balloon before they even freaking played their soccer game. Like, dude, these guys are they were pretty wild. So we're smoking this blunt and everybody else is coughing. They're like, oh, you gotta hold it in for, I'm like, hold blunt. Whoa, blow it out. And they're like, oh, you gotta hold it in, man. You gotta hold it in for 10 seconds. All right, okay. Hold it. I try to hold it in. Shit, I think I'm finally holding it for 10 seconds. I'm like, ooh, I'm holding it in. Ooh, okay, blow it out. And then everybody starts acting all high and goofy and shit. And I was just like, oh my god. I'm like, I'm not feeling anything, guys. I don't think, you know, maybe my brain's too complex or something. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to justify, like, why isn't it working on me? Everybody else is acting high. They're goofy. Like, oh, dude, I'm so high, dude. I'm getting the munchies. Like, whoa, dude. Like, all this shit. Like, you know, any quintessential stoner movie you've ever seen. I'm just like, what? I don't feel anything, guys. Like, I feel zero. I don't, like, I guess, you know, I was like, oh, I'm the one person that pot doesn't work on or whatever. I've heard people say that too, like, pot doesn't work on me. I was like, oh yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, it really just didn't. I thought that I was too, like, my brain is too developed for marijuana. It won't work on me. So I freaking I was just like, well, I tried it. I guess weed's not for me. It don't do shit with it. It doesn't even work. So well, I was like, well, that's that. I guess weed's not my thing. Everybody else, it doesn't even work on my brain or something. I don't know. I'm just so hyper intelligent. Marijuana doesn't affect me. I don't know. I was just like, well, I don't understand what's not working. Everybody else is all messed up. What? I'm trying to figure out why. Well, I would hang out with my friend John and Matt and Drew and this other dude named Josh. My name's Josh and his name was Josh. And they're all over at Drew's parents' house and stuff. And they went outside and they just got like a little like metal glass or a little metal bowl from Karma Records, because there wasn't like head shops and stuff as much back then. There's not as many as there are now. It wasn't like as accepted, you know, that like every college town's got like 4 or 5 like weed stores, you know, and you can get whippets and bongs and pipes and whatever, you know, whatever you need. They've got dab rigs, blah 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 blah. They get all that shit. You know, it wasn't like that back then. You know, you have like a few metal pipes or something, and they're like, oh, you know, go to the tobacco section, you know, and like I remember they said something like, yeah, Macy sold it to me, like Macy up church, and she was like, because like I guess it was the thing, like if it's for tobacco, the pipe, you wouldn't need a screen or something supposedly, but if it's for like weed, you know, she's like, are you gonna need some screens? And he's like, yeah, I need some pipe screens. So they bought a pack of screens because they're gonna smoke some dank in it. So so they, you know, they had their little metal pipe with the screen in it and whatever. This is back like glass pieces. People weren't, you know, I hadn't even heard of a glass piece or something at this point. I'm just like, oh, okay, this is just how it works. And they had this good shit. They went to IU in Bloomington at a big school down there, and they had this stuff called Northern Lights No. 5. And I looked at this, and I'm like, damn, this looks like a pine tree. This shit does not look like the shit I smoked before. Because I was like, yeah, guys, I tried weed. It doesn't work on me. Like everybody else was all high and goofy and shit. I smoked it. I didn't feel anything, man. I guess weed just doesn't work on me. And they're like, try this. So, you know, I think they might have even let me have the first hit or something too. So you get like all the good flavor and everything. So I took, you know, freaking took one hit. Ooh, I'm smoking, holding it. And it was like, I swear it was like Inagata Davida or some shit started playing in my brain. It was crazy. It was like Inagata Davida, baby. Don't you know? Freaking tripping off this weed. I can see clear, like I can like on Microsoft Paint, like painting my whole mind as far as art, and it's like, oh, the music sounds cooler, like, oh, the music sounds better. It's like, oh, hold on, are we scuffed? Oh no. Guys, are we back? Are we back? Saved? Are we back? Is it back? All right, unfortunately, it's working. We'll go watch someone else if you don't want to hear my stories. Yeah, it's like no one, you have the right, or, you know, you watch whatever you want. Well, YouTube's got a billion other videos. If you don't like this one, go watch something else. All right, so I smoked this thing, and it just like opened a door to creativity. I'm listening to the music. I'm like, holy shit! Like, I think we're listening to like Pink Floyd, like hello, 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 and my, and so I'm hearing the music, and I'm like, dude, this shit is heavy. This shit is heavy. So I'm like, holy shit, I'm starting to hear the music. It's so different. Like, oh my god, dude. I'm like, dude, I'm high. Like, I'm looking at my friend Josh. He's on the Microsoft Paint, and he's like, not me, Josh, this other guy named Josh. He's drawing like these trippy little like Microsoft Paint drawings and stuff. I'm like, whoa, dude, that is so cool. Like, dude, I get that. Like, I'm looking at these shapes, and they're like kind of looking a little more 3D. Like, it's like looking, you know, it's like I can see more than like what's there. That's awesome. Like a magic eye or something's like, whoa, I can see like more depth to it. Like, I can really appreciate the like neon bright colors and like whatever. So I'm freaking high, man. I mean, I'm fucking high this time. I was like, whoo. I felt like I was tripping, man. I was so freaking high. And I was like, it came to be like 11 p.m. or something. I'm like, oh no, I have to drive my car home. I have to get back home or something. I'm going to get in trouble. I'm supposed to be home by like 11 or something like that. I'm only 16. I don't know if I ever had a curfew, honestly. I think maybe it kind of did, like be home by midnight or something like that. It wasn't It wasn't that fucking early. My parents were pretty lenient. They were really cool as far as like going home, staying out late. So I don't remember what it was. I have to ask my mom. She would remember for sure. She remembers everything. Um, so I'm just like too high to drive, bro. I'm just like feel like I'm tripping. I'm like, dude, there's no way I can drive. I'll be like, I'll be like playing a video game or some shit. There's no way I could drive. And I was like, can you drive my car, man? I'm just too messed up, man. I can't drive. So my friend John, he was an experienced smoker. Once you smoked a few times or whatever, 10, 20 times a month or a year, whatever, you build up a tolerance. It doesn't really affect you the same way like the first time or whatever. So John's like, oh, I can drive your car or whatever. I'm like, are you sure, man? Like, I'm not trying to get in trouble. He's like, yeah, man, I can drive it. So he drove my car, and then we had another car follow us because he had to get a ride back to where they were. So we had to take two cars, which luckily they did that for me. Some friends would just be like, no, man, you'll figure it out, whatever, and I probably would have just like gotten a wreck or something. So was it DMT? No, man, it was just Northern Lights number 5. It's just like it's a good indica dominant strain. That's an indica strain. It's not really I haven't really heard of it being around so much. I haven't heard really, but it's a strain that was like kind of a pedigree strain from the 90s. It's like, was really good. Now they've got stuff, it's more potent and whatever, so people don't want to grow out Northern Lights number 5 or something like that, but it's a nice strain. It's really good. I love sour diesel. Some people think, oh, that's not freaking, it only has 18% or 20% THC. I need 28% or whatever. Like, whatever, dude. Fuck off. I like flavor. It's not all about potency all the time. Sometimes it's about flavor. For me, anyway. I was like, all right, well, I'll smoke a little bit more. I'll take 2 hits or a couple hits more than to compensate. Like, it's not a big deal. We can figure it out. So I go home, I'm just, that's cool. That was like the first time I really got high. That was like first time I really smoked like real good stuff. And after that, I'm like, oh wow, I like smoking herb. This is cool. So I had like a little Game Boy and stuff. And it was, I'd go play like my Game Boy and stuff when I was blazed. Burger, you high, drunk, or neither? Neither right now. I'm just talking about. But yeah, it was cool. And after that, I was just like, man, weed is my thing. I like smoking dank. So, but the challenge is always you want to get good stuff, because the stuff they got from IU and down in Bloomington is 2.5 hours away. It's not, so I have to go down there, drive all the way back. It's like, man, it's such a freaking long drive. So occasionally I could go down there and get some. Actually, then in college, I started driving down there every weekend to pick up stuff. Like once every weekend or every 2 weekends, I'd drive down to Bloomington and pick up some stuff. Because I was like, I didn't like the stuff as much. I couldn't find good stuff around my school for some reason. But there's like a bunch of grow stores down there and stuff. They have a bunch of like local stuff. So they have a place called Worms Way that's really big. That actually my friend Clint, Kaleidoscope Jukebox, dude, Clint, he works at Worm Way, which is a horticulture store. They sell high pressure sodium lights and hoods and metal halide lights and hoods and LED and Fox Farm, freaking Fatty Boo freaking earthworm casings, ONA, oh my god, a charcoal filters, and all. They have everything you need to grow anything. Okay, anything you want to grow, anything. But yeah, that's Kaleidoscope Jukebox. That dude's cool as fuck. I don't know. I don't even know if he's ever. I'm assuming maybe he's grown bud before, but I don't think he's even like a big smoker or anything anymore. He used to be back in the day, but he just worked at that grow horticulture store, I'm sure. But he did help and assist by answering questions of like people's probably questions of like my tomato plants are the tomato plants I'm growing inside my house, that I'm spending $1,000 on this system to grow tomato plants. They've been getting a little yellow or something. It's like, okay, yeah, sure, your tomato plants, okay. It's like, who spends $1,000 on a horticulture setup to grow fucking tomatoes? But I mean, there's probably some rich people out there that do. You could just have your own greenhouse in the back, cheaper than that. But that was pretty much the start of all. And then I started hanging out with Tommy, and he was doing all his pills. And that was before. I started hanging out with Tommy before that. Yeah, and I was doing all the pills and shit. Oh, I started hanging out with Tommy after I smoked weed. That's right. After I smoked weed, then I started doing all the pills and shit with Tommy because Tommy sold all the pills at the time. His mom and dad, or his dad was an alcoholic and a plumber, and his mom was addicted to dilaudid morphine and oxycontin real bad. I think she was on heroin and stuff too when she couldn't get like her designer pills, her designer drugs. So I think maybe that's why Tommy was getting her those pills, so at least she knew what she was getting instead of like the heroin and stuff that was in town. She was a really old deadhead and stuff. She was cool, but she didn't like a lot of people. She took a shine to me for some reason. She was always kind of angry to most people, but she liked me. But Tommy was a good guy. He never smoked cigarettes too. Oh god, she'd just be like smoking like a chain smoker. I think his dad might have smoked too. I think his dad smoked as well. Yeah, his dad smoked. But he never did. He smoked chronic though. But yeah, I started hanging out with Tommy a bunch, and he was the first person I ever took LSD with. I think it was like on a sugar cube, and we watched some Grateful Dead videos in his trailer with the black light on. And I was just like, oh dude. Depressing content, bro. Hey Brian, if you're gonna complain, man, just go and come back and watch it later. Maybe I'm not doing what you want me to do right now, but I might later, or if not, find someone else you like watching. End of the story. Is LA really that bad? I think it's more of a mentality over there. I feel like all the weakest people from New York move to LA because they can't stand the winter or whatever. And then they ride their bikes on the sidewalk, and then they're complaining about the littlest weather changes. Oh my god, it's 60 degrees today. Let's all bitch about it for the next week. Oh my god, it's too hot for 3 days. Oh my god, it's been perfect all winter and spring and summer, but we had 3 days where it was 100 to 107, depending if you live in the valley around Burbank. It gets hotter over there because it doesn't get the cool air from Santa Monica and Venice Beach and stuff from the ocean. But it's like, I feel like it's just like the weakest people that can't handle winter out there. Or just like prima donnas that think they're like better than everyone else or special because they have an agent or a manager and they do acting. They've been on like a few commercials, or they're in like some random TV show that's not even that great, but like they think they're awesome. It's like there's a lot of people like that too that are prima donnas and that think that they're like hot shit when it's like, you know, I've met a lot of people that are hot shit, like John Hamm, that dude, fucking Mad Men and stuff. That dude won Emmys out the ass for that. Who's someone else? Bob Odenkirk for Better Call Saul, Breaking Bad, Mr. Show, one of my favorite shows, Mr. Show, Kids in the Hall. That guy was great. He was really nice. You know, but some of these like, it's like, usually like younger actors or something that think that they're like have a chip on their shoulder that like they're doing really well because like, oh, okay, you don't have an agent yet, you don't have representation yet. Oh, yeah, I try to ask them some questions and they're just kind of like, oh, I don't know, like, people are just kind of more rude out there. And people could be an actor or something. Also, the comedy people weren't as good too. The comedy, like the improv community out there, some of the people came from New York and they've like done it a lot and they came out there. But what happens with people get like a disconnect with comedy and things like that and improv, and they get, there's this team called AssCat, and it's always like all these people like, ooh, Zach Woods, which he's a great actor, and John Gabris, and all these people from like TV shows and stuff. I don't know what John Gabris does. I think he does like Better. That's what I call the 80s or something like that on VH1. I don't know that he does that much right now, but I don't know. He's on TV for like some little shit. Just some of these people are, and you know, it's just like the difference between watching the NBA and college basketball. It's like in college basketball, the people are trying harder. You know, it's not like a big dunk session or something. But I feel like the comedy scene it can kind of become like that after people become to a certain, you know, when you're like on an improv team with Amy Poehler's on it and whoever else, it's like they want it to get these easy laughs. Like we want to just get the audience bawling with laughter, whatever. And it seems like sometimes they just like, they've done it for so long, they know what's gonna make people laugh, and they've got all their kind of like go-tos and their cliche kind of things where it's like it's improv, but it kind of like it's improv, but it's like they've, you know, how many scenes have you been in? You know, how many once you've done improv for a while, it's like, how many scenes have you done where you're like a guy and a girl on a date in a restaurant? Okay, here comes the bumbling waiter. He's gonna do something, try to steal our scene or whatever. It's like, oh, there's all these, like, you know, it's a cliche kind of stuff like that. You know, like you're gonna be in the same kind of scenes, you know, over and over again after a while. But you know, it's up to you and like good players to like make it interesting and put a new spin on things and everything too, because you're not just acting for the people. And a lot of people in the improv community are a lot of people that are really, they're improv nerds and they go to a lot of shows and stuff, so they get the comedy and they get like, they're taking classes, they're doing all this stuff, they're trying to get involved in the community, so they like kind of maybe understand the jokes, or they might think something's funnier that maybe somebody that doesn't have improv or comedy training wouldn't maybe pick up on as much. You know, whenever someone's like, you know, somebody might walk in like, all right, everybody take a knee or something, like, that's something that like Amy Poehler does like all the time in like a group scene. You know, everybody, hey guys, all right team, everybody come in and take a knee. You know, it's something she kind of like something that she says quite a bit. But I just feel like sometimes some of the younger people and like people that are trying to get to that level, they just try harder. You know, when you already kind of made it to a certain level, it's easier to get lazy. I don't know if it's lazy, but you get comfortable, you know, and you want to get those big laughs. But sometimes it's like the shows aren't as good. It's like I would rather watch Harold Night with the up and coming people. The Harold Night's way more exciting than watching Ass Cat. Ass Cat's the show that everybody goes to that doesn't know shit about improv. And they go there because it's like, oh, it's famous people from TV, so I want to go watch them be funny, you know. And they go and they have a great time and they tell their friends and they think it's great. And then maybe they sign up for improv classes that cost $475 to $500. But yeah, I feel like it's so much more fun and better to watch people. I mean, yeah, but then there's the people that have been doing it a long time, and they're great. I just feel like Ass Cat's like one of my least favorite shows, Upright Citizens Brigade. And speaking of Upright Citizens Brigade, if you live in New York, they're opening a new theater in Hell's Kitchen, and they're closing the Chelsea Theater. So if you live in New York, I guess I'll be visiting that new Chelsea Theater in April, and that'll be exciting. I want to see it. It's supposed to be bigger. It's supposed to be bigger and better. I don't know how much better. The other theater was cool. They used to have like private parties and events and stuff. I hung out with Michael Cera there one time. That was cool. I also tried to dance with that chick that's on, what's her name, Alana Glazer from Broad City, before she was anybody, you know, on TV and anybody famous. She used to do like a lot. She came from Upright Citizens Brigade. She talks about it all the time. I guess Will Hines was one of her teachers and stuff. She really likes Will Hines. I like Will Hines. He's the best. I really like him a lot. He's like the guru of improv. I love that guy. But she, I don't know. I tried to dance with her basically, and she didn't want to dance with me. She didn't want to dance with me at the party. Or actually, I think I might have danced with her for a little bit, but just like nothing really came of it. This is strange. Look at this. This one has a little plug you can hide the screws, but there's only one, and then all the other plugs are missing. So it's like whoever installed these doors, obviously it came with these plugs to put in to hide the screw holes, but whoever put it in didn't even take the time to put these little plugs in that are supposed to be there. My mom hired some drunk dude, I think, that used to go to their church, that he just kind of does like half-ass kind of handyman work. That's probably his work. Where's the burger? I already ate it. Yeah, indica is the more sedative variety, pain-killing cannabis that's combined with vaping. CBD is what you need. Edibles would be best as they make you drowsy. Yeah, and sativas are more cerebral and keep you more alert. Look at that. Man, I wish she would have went all... See, I saw a video of me where I shaved my head all the way around the back, but my mom wouldn't do it for some reason. She's like, "Nut." She's like trying to trick me and said that, okay, I'm cutting the hair there. I'm like, Mom, it's not cutting there. I can tell that you're not cutting the hair. She's like trying to trick me into like doing the haircut that she wants me to have because she didn't think she could do the fade. So now I got this shit fade that goes like this because my mom didn't have enough balls to like, I guess I should just fucking cut it myself. She didn't think she could do a fade. Let's just cut it my fucking self, right guys? Do it right now. I'm tired of having this shit fade on here. It's like, fuck, dude. Should we do it? I just need to go around the crown. You guys could help me, right? She doesn't want to see another Bert. Yeah, that's probably why. Do you see what I mean, though? How it's like, oh, geez. I mean, yeah, I could grow. At this point, it's kind of growing in. Should I just let it grow in, or should I try to trim it? Mom, come on! Fix my hair! Mom, can you shave my back? Nah, it's too hard by yourself. No, it's not. You're still ugly either way, Josh. Just be happy. She didn't want to mess it up. Yes, cut it right now. Looks okay. Go to Miami. Bergamot suit. It looks bad. You need to fix it right now. Quit. Trim. Do it for the content and fuck it up worse. Let it grow out a little. Nah. Who's 36? I'm 35. Or do you just talk shit all the time, man? Here, let me make this real easy for you. You're timed out. How about that? And I don't like your name. I think you should change it to something else. Thank you for all the info at LW. I will definitely see what I can get. I can only do what is legal in North Carolina. I wouldn't want to lose something now. We love you. Dye your eyebrows blue. Yeah, I had some videos where I still had eyebrows. What happens is I'll get long eyebrows and I'll pluck them. Ooh, what's this? Oh, what's this? What is it? Dry skin? What is that? And I'll pluck them, and then I think I pulled all my eyebrows out, basically. I need to let them get really long, because otherwise you can't see them. How much do you weigh? I weigh about 245. Oh, look at that long hair. See that long hair? That bugs the crap out of me. And I have a scar over this eye. Trim, not pluck. Yeah, I shouldn't be plucking eyebrows. I should trim them. There you go. I know. I meant plucking. Not trim, not pluck. And I'm about to go pluck this eyebrow. I'm like, yeah, I'll just go pluck it. This long one. Yeah, I think I've plucked my eyebrows gone. They're already blonde. So it's just like double whammy. No eyebrows. We don't need eyebrows where we're going. Let's go straight to hair, boy. I messaged Andy. He didn't even message me back, but maybe he will tomorrow. How much pussy do you get? I don't know. Not enough. There we go. Use colored eyebrow gel. Colored eyebrow gel. See, it doesn't look so bad over here. Yeah, it does. Whatever, I'm doing it. I'm tired of this fucked up fade, man. I don't smoke cannabis anymore. Eyebrows are overrated. Rehab works. Rehab for what? How would you know? You're exciting? Not. Someone just roasted them. Not. Yeah, that's a guy that like sometimes he types nice things in my comments and stuff, and sometimes they're just like an asshole. I don't know. Just depends on how they're feeling, I guess. Most of the time they're a dick, it seems like. Okay. We believe in you, bud. Yeah. Fuck it. Should have just done it the right way the first time. Like, man, I looked at videos of me in LA. I was like, damn, I had a better fade when I did it myself. My mom's like scared to cut the hair. Oh, did she fucking save this cardboard again? She saved the cardboard. This is what I was talking about. She saved like, look at this. Look at this. My mom's saving an empty, she saved, there's a whole fucking closet full of shit. There's just, a lot of it's just, how many blankets? I guess some of them are from my grandma and stuff. Well, some of them are smaller that they're made for me or John when we were little, and she should give those to Carson and Addie while they're little and can use them instead of just sitting. What's the point of having them if no one's ever going to use them? My great grandma made the blankets for people to use and be like, oh, I love great grandma. She made this, not to be set in a damn closet like a goddamn museum and no one ever fucking use it. It's just like, it's not like it's ever going to be valuable to anybody, or it's like, it's like people that buy toys and never play with them. It's like, get the hell out of here. Worst parents ever, right? Hey, how about these toys? Don't play with them though. What? I want to. Well, let's try to show Bob's. It's like a goddamn museum in here. Fuck yeah, it is. Museum of Nightmares. Welcome to the Museum of Nightmares. Home haircutting with wall. Do you need this? I've never had the freaking... Here we go. Section 1, the neckline. Section 2, under the rim of the head. That would be this side, apparently. Section 3, the rim of the side. Section 4, top of the head. They've got an eyebrow. Not all wall kits include the eyebrow or ear trim guide. I don't think you need an eyebrow trimming guide. It's kind of stupid. Here we go. Oh, how to give yourself a buzz cut. This kid kind of looks like I don't know. I don't know what it looks like actually. I thought it looked like a little bit like Paul when he had that Caesar haircut when he was like younger. Paul used to have a Caesar haircut back in the day. Pretty funny. They went online and found all of his pictures. Man, it's crazy. Those people talk so much shit about him, but man, they get so pissed and lonely when he doesn't go online. So pissed and lonely, some of them watch me. I feel bad for you. Shave whole head. Yeah, right. My hair looks awesome. I would never do that. I'm gonna buy a new clipper. Or take this one and give Mom my old one. It's so much better. So when you get up here, yep, that's the mullet right there. There goes the mullet. Bye-bye. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have hit that part at all. See, it's kind of hard to do the back. So I kind of put my hand as a guide to where the... Choked myself on accident. All right. Oh crap! I'm getting hair all over me now. I'm getting a sticky mess with hair. Now I'm gonna make it longer so I can do this. Oh wow, there's a line. There we go. Cause see, you can. There's an adjustable thing on the side here, so you can make it. So you can tell, but it gets a little bit longer. So it's kind of like in between a 1 and a 2. Don't get in too much of there, get into the meat. Let's see, guys. This seems to make my mom feel bad about it. I can do it myself. I cut my hair for that one. How's it look, guys? How's it look? Do I need to touch up anywhere like here? I'm just mostly worried about the fade from going to the 2 around the crown right here. Beginning of the crown, or I guess the crown would be the top, but the ridge or the rim or whatever, the 2 to the 1. Does it look like a good fade? How's it look? Get mom. You have a rat tail. No, you don't. Cut the tail off. Do I have a rat tail? Get mom. The back ponytail. I'm talking about back ponytail. It's not even cutting anything. There's nothing back there. There's a chicken tail. Oh, this thing? This. Are you talking about this? That's not a rat tail. Rat tails come out the back, you guys. Some of you guys don't even know what the hell you're talking about. Somebody said a rooster tail. We call that a rooster tail right here. This part right here, right? The rooster tail. You're talking about my cowlick. Are you talking about the cowlick? The cowlick, right? Well, it's hard to use a hand mirror for reference. If you've never cut your hair, Sonny, when you cut your hair with a mirror and another mirror, it makes everything reverse, man. It makes it really tough. It's tough to use a mirror. Whatever you're thinking about naturally, it makes it extra hard to do because everything's reversed. A rooster tail. I'm afraid if I cut it too... Don't cut it too much. Come back here a little bit. Let me get my comb. Come all flat. If I cut too short, then it's going to stand up real bad. How's that? How's that? Is that good in the back, guys? Even with the mirror too, it's kind of hard. I have another mirror right here. Well, it's hard too because my mom got this new lighting in here and it's only coming from the top. So there's like shadows on my neck where you want to shave. This new lighting sucks. It'd be better to have freaking, you know, a mirror with lights coming at you or something updated. These things suck because they're coming down. I can't see shit. Even with this, there's shadows all back in my head. I can't see anything. This is darkness. It looks so shadowy. I can't really, it's hard to see because I don't have any light coming from the back of my head. Oh yeah, you're right. Let's see which angle that would be. See, it's hard to even get the mirror the right direction. This mirror's kind of small. It'd be easier with a larger mirror. Doesn't look that bad in the back. Nair string. Oh, my mom uses that crap. It's so gross. Mom uses Nair. The chat wants me to shave it off. Well, whatever. I don't care what the chat wants. Kiss my ass. Go shave your eyebrows and hair off and look like an idiot. Go for it. Not me. Do the haircut I want, not the haircut you want. You're not the one that has to live with it. I know you want me to look stupid so you can make fun of me every day. Not gonna happen. Ding dong ditching at 2:20. Is it 2:27 a.m.? Oh my god. Didn't even know it was that late. You ding dong ditcher on here, you're gonna get greeted with a goddamn shotgun. All these people out in the country, you know, here, my dad, he sleeps with a gun underneath his pillow. I was like, that's not probably the safest thing to do. But he's not going to. It's not going to change. He's like, well, don't worry about it. He's got his gun right at his headrest. Like, loaded and ready to go. Like, oh, great.
Just do a military cut, dude. Try to change up your style and see if the ladies love a rock man cut instead of your normie style, dude. Who knows?
My normie style? I've been wearing this haircut before all the fuckboys started copying my style. I've been wearing this haircut pretty much my whole life. I've changed to different hairstyles. It does not look good. Whatever. Thanks for your donation, Jeff. I don't think I have a normie haircut. Well, my haircut looks good. I like it like this. It looks nice. I like it like this. This is how I like seeing myself, so I'm going to wear it like this, so sorry about you. Thanks for the donation, though. I'm sure most of you guys would be scared to even trim your own hair like that, let alone give yourself a full haircut. I've been doing it for over a year, so I don't want to hear it. You guys want to give yourself a shit haircut? Go for it. Be my guest. Go for it. And people can look at you weird everywhere you go. Well, it's just hair in the end. It grows back. I've shaved my hair before. I've had a mohawk before. I've done some different stuff with my hair. I always like coming back to this. This is what works. This is what looks good. This is because I got kind of a big head. If I do big hair and if I let my hair get too long or on the sides or whatever, it just makes my head look bigger. Like if fucking pumpkin. Or if I get it too close, too short on the top, then it'll look like Bert and Ernie or a pineapple. So, more look like Bert, not really Bert and Ernie, but I say Bert and Ernie because so people know what I'm talking about. But really, it's more like Bert. Is this the haircut? Make sure it's $10 over there. Man, yeah, that'd be great. All the donations, they really help because I thought I was going to be here for a month. And I was like, oh, that'll give me time to save money. And I just spent $185 to get the van transmission service and get the oil change, and it had some kind of sensor that went out. But, so I spent $185 to get the van fixed. But I think it's going to be able to make it all the way down south and back because it's running great. And the service guy, he said that it didn't have there were no metal filings or anything in the pan of the transmission, which is good. That means nothing's wearing away or anything, which is good because that's what you worry about is the transmission and the motors in older vehicles. I've got 211,000, almost 212,000 miles in this thing. I think we're gonna get 300,000 out of it. I hope I can wear the tires drive the tires until they're bald. That's the goal. I've got those new tires. I want to put them to use. I got new brake pads put on right before the trip. I'm glad I did that too, all through the mountains and shit. Damn, that does look so much better. I'm glad I did that. That looks so much better. I can already tell. Yeah, it looks way better. I should have just done it myself before and had her just touch up the neckline. Because I knew when she was doing it that she didn't really trim it how I wanted it, but for some reason if I get a little high up here, let's see. And maybe the fade's not like completely accurate, but yeah, I need some extra. If you guys have any extra cash, I know some of you guys probably have families and children and stuff that you're saving up money and you don't have extra money for the holidays, but if you do have an extra $5 or $10 and you like the broadcast and you want to help support the broadcast, and if you want to see more interesting content and see me go places and do things, well guys, I can't be traveling all over the country and doing stuff and having a full-time job somewhere.
Here is another donation for the van. I was joking about the suggestion. Much props to your upcoming burger adventure. We all can't wait to see it.
Yeah, we're going to go down south for Art Basel. It's going to be really cool. If you don't know what Art Basel is, or Basel, I think it's Art Basel. Art Basel. It's down in Miami. It's one of the biggest art fairs besides the Armory show in New York City. And it's huge. There's going to be a ton of huge artists there. D-Face, Shepard Fairey, Banksy will probably be there, but not like no one knows who Banksy is. There'll be a ton of artists there, basically. All the largest artists in the world. Damien Hirst will probably be there. Ton of big people. And yeah, it's going to be really fun. I can't wait to go see some awesome art, party, hang out in Miami. I've always wanted to go. I lived in New York and I have a way to go. And before, when I lived in New York, I wouldn't even consider like driving all the way to Florida. But now I'm driving all over the country. So I don't know. I've got more balls than I used to have, I guess. I wouldn't even have considered that. And when I was younger, just like, wow, that's just too far. Like driving to Chicago seemed like it was forever, like 5 or 6 hours. But after I drove from Indiana to Colorado to LA, and then LA to Las Vegas, and I can do about 6 or 8 hours in a day pretty easy. It comes and goes pretty quick. I can almost do like 16, 18 hour hauls really. I could do like 12's kind of pushing it though. Over 12 is like, that's about as much as you want to drive probably in one day before you start to kind of like lose focus, unless you're like on some Adderall or some like caffeine pill or something. I always take a caffeine pill when I start driving long hauls anyway, just to like stay more alert. Well, if I'm tired at all, I do. If I feel great and feel rested up, I don't. But if I start getting a little tired, yeah, for sure. Caffeine, pill it up. Just one's good. I'm driving all the way to Miami for an arts festival. Yeah, it's one of the largest art fairs in the world. It's awesome. Art Basel's great. That's going to cost $180 to get a ticket to go to the art festival. Then there's like after parties. I think my friend Lamore Supreme's going to be there. There's going to be a ton of actors, a ton of celebrities that go to this thing. You know, art enthusiasts and stuff that go. And there's actors and musicians and stuff that try to be artists and stuff too. And we'll go, sure, some of the art's going to be garbage. So we'll go there and we'll clown on the shit art. And we'll fucking enjoy the good art. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be really fun. I should tell Ice, man. Just stay down there for Art Basel. He's already down there. It's next week. Hold on, let me mess. I don't have his. I do have his phone number. I used to have his phone. I do it on my other phone. Do I? Yeah. I usually just hit him up on Twitter. I was always afraid he might like. He's never leaked my number, but I was always afraid like one of those guys would leak my number again or something. They didn't, but it is of some concern. I'm just hit him up on Twitter. Hey, Asian Andy sent me a message. What if I want to do anything? What if I want to do anything about it? I just came in and said hi and got banned. I thought we squashed this shit, man. What's up? I was like, do you see my name? Do you want to be responsible for your Discord? He's like, They're not saying that I'm responsible for someone doing something in my community. Well, I think that you could shut it down if it's your community. This is what Steven's saying. It's like saying that Ice Poseidon is responsible for doing something crazy in his community. Well, I think that he could, you know, I don't know. I guess he tells them that he doesn't like the way they act, but they keep doing it. I'm just here to tell you that you have some shit going on. I thought I'd do it as a favor. No worries, man. Sorry, Steven. I'm not sure to tell you about this, but my community is toxic and out of control. I don't even know my password. Hey, I'll send him a I flipped the script on. I was like, at first I was going to say, no worries, man. Sorry, Steven. I'm not sure how to tell you this. I was going to say, but my community doesn't really care, doesn't like you. But I was like, why am I going to be mean? I was like, I'll flip the script and put the blame on us. So it's like, I'm not sure how to tell you this, but my community is toxic and out of control. When really we know that's not true. My community is awesome. I think he can figure out the joke in that. He didn't send me that. Let's see. It's crazy how many viewers he's gotten. Well, I mean, when you go with the flow and you don't challenge people and you don't and you just let them do what they want, yeah, I'm sure I could have a lot more viewers too. You know, like Hampton Brandon and Asian Andy getting over like 1,000 viewers per broadcast. But what is this shit? Hold on. This fucking guy did some payment reversal. Not Jeff, but some other guy. And he will be banned from donating. What a piece of shit. And I'm banning him. I have his name and add email and his IP too. Fucking email. Let me go to my settings and ban this piece of shit. It was only $3 too. It's like, bitch, are you fucking serious? You're gonna try to fucking get your $3 back? Get the fuck out of here. It's like, give me something and try to get it back, fucking asshole. How's that even fucking happen? I have Streamlabs where it's like you have to log in to do it. You shouldn't even be able to fucking do that shit. I thought that was the whole point. Damn, I've made $33.20 since today, since midnight. Holy shit. Thanks, guys. Guys, we're getting the van fund back up. That's dope. Oh, it's this fucking piece of shit guy too, probably. Did you ask Jimmy Fallon to collab with you just like you asked Dr. Disrespect? Well, let's see if this is the fucking guy. Let's probably let me look at his email. Yep, this is the fucking guy, of course. Some fucking Dr. Disrespect douchebag, of course. Well, you're not fucking donating to me anymore. Alright. Jimbo, you fucking piece of shit. His real name's not Jimbo, too. Actually, it says his real name. I guess it's like another fucking fake code name. And he's banned. Yeah, banned. Can't even make donations, by the way. Yeah, I'll ban donators, especially if they do a chargeback. That's what I ban people for. And sometimes I ban them for fucking just saying horrible things. Like, I don't want someone to use my text-to-speech to say bad things. That's why I didn't really worry too much about being around my family and stuff, because I've banned most of the assholes that say bad this stuff on the Streamlabs and the text-to-speech. So those people, I'd rather not have their hate money than have money. And then if someone does a chargeback, hell yeah, I automatically ban them. I'm not letting them fucking do chargebacks all the time. I mean, it doesn't really do anything. They give me the $3 and it just gets taken back from the PayPal, which is just really annoying. And it's like, and they scam me, to get to like the text to speech on. Yeah, it was the guy about the Dr. Disrespect fucking thing. Some Dr. Disrespect loser. Some little fucking kid. Why did I leave LA? LA sucks, man. So how are you paying for your trip? You said you were broke. Well, I was almost broke. I got down to $100. Well, I had to live about $400. Or no, it was like $380. And I had to take $200 out to fix the van, do maintenance on it, service the transmission after all those miles and stuff. I got the transmission fluid flushed and everything. And new transmission fluid, new oil filter, some weird fucking sensor they said I needed that was probably just some bullshit they charged me an extra $25 for. I don't know. It was only $25. Hopefully that's not true. Dr. Disrespect, so cringy. Yeah, the guy acts like a grown-ass man-child for sure. Is he a real doctor? Somebody says he's a real doctor. Cool. He went to school for 8 years to be a doctor to try to help people. Now you play video games and sponge off people. I mean, I'm a fucking sponge too, but goddamn 32. What does he have? Someone said he had just crossed the threshold of 32,000 subscribers on Twitch, paying subscribers. Then you have different tier systems. Some of those people, I guess, are paying $5 a month, $10, $20 a month or something to be like tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 fucking subscribers. Like, to watch a guy play video games wearing a mullet wig, fuck my life, man. There's no way I would watch that if that was the only thing on TV. If that was the only thing that there was to watch on any channel, I wouldn't watch it. I'd just start reading books or go outside or do anything else. He plays video games to 45,000 viewers, though. He gets 45,000 viewers? Wow. Too bad his content sucks. I'd love to see him come up with some characters or do anything besides sit in a chair, a $500 chair, playing video games. It's like, cool, dude. Wow, you played a game that you didn't even create, you didn't even program, you didn't even do anything about. It's like, there's just no effort there. Just, it's just surprising how dumb people are that would watch garbage like that. How much money do I need? I don't know. I at least need, let's see how many miles it takes to go to Miami. I'd rather watch someone get blacked out and clothesline street people. Wonder Chosen was a good show. PUBG content. Alright, let's see what this. He's very good at the game. He's really good at the game and very funny too. Oh my gosh. It's so cool to watch someone play games. I'd love to see the guy play paintball or something and do some shit in real life. These guys don't have enough balls. I think there was one stream where he went out in public as Dr. Disrespect or something, like walking around his neighborhood or something stupid. I didn't watch it, but it's like I saw some video. I don't even think he went like really officially in public or anything. He's like, I'll walk around my neighborhood of my cul-de-sac of nice apartments and shit, and nice houses, and it's like, why? Why? Well, if you guys are subscribers to Dr. Disrespect, if you guys are fans or you guys are subscribers to him, I implore you to quit giving him money and quit subscribing to this guy and quit subscribing to people that play video games. Okay? It's one thing if someone's a video game, if they're a programmer, if they do something, okay, you created the game. You're an artist. You design the characters. You're a 3D renderer. You do the skins that go over the 3D models. You do bit mapping, or you do backgrounds, or blah, blah, blah. You do something. That's great. That's cool. You're making the game. You're doing something. You've got a skill. I mean, great. I guess playing the game's a skill too, but I'm not going to sit around and watch somebody play Candyland. I'm not going to watch someone play fucking Monopoly. Why do I want to watch somebody shoot people in the head with some virtual video game? It's the stupidest shit ever. Is this a big recruitment tool for the military? What if I like watching it? Well, get the hell out of here. I don't want you here. I don't like people that disagree with me. I've never seen his stream before, but you were coming across as jealous, Burger. I would never be. Why? Because he doesn't even... His van is bigger? He barely even lives in a... Guys, he doesn't even live in a van. Oh, man, my nose does not feel great. I've had my nose almost broke a few times. It's kind of like... Oh, my nose is like a little fucked. Burger, I watched you drive to Denver for 2.5 hours. Then you only showed 10 minutes of downtown. Can I speak to the manager? You watched me drive to Denver for 2.5 hours. Then I did 10 minutes in town. Well, I was extremely tired. What can I say? After driving from freaking where I drove from driving all the way from Moab to Denver was a pretty long haul. Yeah, I got pretty tired. I couldn't really go out and party all night. My bad. But thanks for watching. I mean, I don't know, guys. I appreciate you watching. Being a pro gamer can get you a lot of money. Dude, I'm not driven by money. I would never, if playing video games is my ticket to making money, well, fuck it, dude. I don't want the money. I'm not sitting around playing fucking video games all the time. Hell no. When you go out, you should take Molly. I don't like Molly. I've taken Molly a few times in New York, and it's not my thing. Fake Tristan in chat. I'm the real one, and I'm still hunting. Damn, Jeff just gave me $10 more.
We need to get the van fixed up for the big haul to NYC and making this all happen with a huge road trip.
Yep.
Pitch in to make the trip happen for content.
Thanks so much, Jeff. Seriously, all this money's going straight to gas, pretty much, and I'm gonna eat a lot cheaper too, because I don't have all the money I had when I came out from LA, because I had to get stuff worked on the van. Your jaw liked the Molly that night. I don't know. Let's not talk about that. I don't think that was a CGI. Ever been to upstate New York? There's a lot of places up in New York I haven't been to yet. What's so bad about Molly? I'm just not really into it. I think I'd rather just take some shrooms. I'm not really into MDA or Molly or MDA, MDMA. It's just like, I don't know. That shit's just too tame for me. When I was coming of age and doing stuff, I needed like, I don't like psychedelics or something like mushrooms or acid. I can't like fucking Molly and ecstasy doesn't really do much to me. It's just like, I don't really fucking feel much from it. It's kind of a waste. I'd rather see like fucking shit move and like if I'm spending $20 on a fucking buzz or $10 on a buzz on $10 on a couple hits of acid or whatever, I want shit to fucking move and like I want to see some cool shit, like come on, like I'm just like, ooh, I feel like hugging someone, like okay, neat, great. cool. I'll take some speed, Molly. Did I really do crack? No, I never did crack. You sniff panties for fun? I sniffed my roommate's panties once. She left them in the bathroom, and I knew they were hers because they had a Korean tag in it. And, man, it smelled so good. You know that pussy's good when you can smell some dirty panties and it smells sweet and good. I was like, damn, I had the chance to fuck her. I blew it. Do drugs on stream? Not even once. I'm getting paid, High Times. I'm moving up. I'm moving on up, son. Ooh, you got a new job, Jeff? Damn, that's awesome, man. Are you going to be driving through Cleveland? Adam, thank you so much.
Get yourself some clearance stud wiper blades from Walmart. On me.
Walmart. From Walmart. Thank you, Adam. Yeah, we could probably use some new wiper blades. My wiper blades aren't shot yet. They still work. So I'm going to save that money. They're not. They still wipe the windshield just fine. So I'm not going to buy new wiper blades just yet. But trust me, that money is going to gas. Thank you so much. I bet I can go missing while hunting longer than the fake Tristan. This guy. Oh, God. POV, you paid to be mod here and used to be banned. Now you're mod. When I go outside, people say I'm burger, but I'm two-bore or ho. What? Why? Eyes wide open. You smelled her shoes? No, I smelled her panties. She left a little thonk. My roommate, I always had this crush on this really cute Korean girl that I lived with, and she was just so beautiful. Her name was Tess, and I just thought she was the most beautiful girl. I was just like, oh, I really liked her. She wasn't like much in the breast department, but she just had like a nice ass. I really liked her face the most, okay? Face is most important for me. I think most people, it's face. They say tits, they say ass, but face is like face and hair, and then like everything else is kind of like, okay, is the ass good? And personality is what I like most. But you know, it's like, okay, and then if she's got like a nice booty or whatever. Yeah, there's definitely some booties where I'm like, oh, I'd like to stick it between those buns more than that or something like that. There's definitely a preference. But, oh man, this haircut looks better, doesn't it, guys? Woo! I did a good job. But, she left her panties in the bathroom one night when she was drunk or something, and she doesn't usually leave them in there. They had like a little bit of a crust in them. They had like it said in Korean, like some Korean words in the tag. So I was like, I knew they were hers. I smelled them. Oh, it smelled so good. Oh my God. It smelled so good. I'm craving tits right now. Have I ever done anal? I've stuck my finger up my ass and, you know, played with my prostate, tried to massage my prostate some. I've had, one of my ex-girlfriends, the second night we had sex, she told me to fuck her in the ass and come in her asshole. So I was like, damn, I'm in love with this chick. She's a freak. Hell yeah. How much is your full tank? How much does it cost and how many miles does it give you? Well, it's hard to tell because obviously the full tank would be running your tank all the way to empty. So I don't know what a full tank is because I don't really drive my car till the gas tank's on empty. But I usually drive about 275 miles to 300 miles. Usually I try to fill it up before 275 miles. It usually costs about $60 to fill it up. So at 275 miles on the tank, it usually is about, maybe it's not 60. I'd say it's probably like maybe 45 or 50, depending on the price of the gas. You know, some places are more expensive than others. Yeah, probably like 45 to get 3/4 of a tank, because I run it to about, I like to fill it up when it's like, to fill the tank all the way up, probably like $60. But I don't usually run it that low. I run it down to about, 3/4. I leave 1/4 of a tank in there because I don't want to burn up my fuel pump. The fuel pump needs to be submerged in the gas to keep it cool. If you let that, it'll overheat and then your fuel pump's messed up. So I do about 45. It's about $45 for 3/4 of a tank. I go about 275 to 300s. Yeah, if somebody says something like this, I'm not going to read their comment, but one of the mods, you guys can just ban someone that says something like that. My hands still smell like curry a little bit. I need to edit some video. Might take a break and then go on the computer, take a break for 5 minutes. And then, got some hairs on me still from that haircut. The little hairs like flip around and move and stuff more. All right, we're down to 15%. Your dad used to say, what? Never date a woman with short arms. They have to wipe their butt from back to front. With short arms. They have to wipe their butt from back to front. Oh, because their arms are short. Oh, you want to date it? Oh, you're supposed to, for women, they're supposed to wipe their ass from the back so they don't get the shit in their pussy hole. I never thought about that. Something I don't have to worry about. You know, I wipe from back to front. I reach back there and pull forward. You know, maybe it gets on my fucking taint or something a little bit. I'll wipe it off. Burger, I went to see what bands and music you like. Black Moth is awesome. That's just one guy. I don't remember his name, but Tobacco, Black Moth, Super Rainbow. It's just one dude. I forget his name, though. You learn something new every day, folks. Yeah, right. Don't worry about a ting, because every little ting is going to be all right. Good night, Burger Planet. Good night, Anthony, USMC. Ban the two fake Tristan. That is not the real. It is not the really him. Yeah, but he's not really saying anything, Christina, so I'm not going to ban him. He didn't really do anything wrong. Burger, do you like Owl City? I don't know what that is. You need to wipe in all directions. North, south, east, west. Black Moth was his band. Tobacco is Tom Feck. But yeah, that'd be cool. Okay, that was a band. All right, I'm not sure about it as much. I know he played in Brooklyn at the Knitting Factory once when I was still in New York, but I didn't get to go watch it. I forgot to go see it. Am I going to be eating a burger soon? I already ate a burger. I'm full, man. I'm still stuffed from earlier. Christina, if you're going to complain, I'll ban you, okay? And then it won't matter what anybody says, because I've had the most problems with you, getting into arguments with people in the chat, typing the same things over and over, telling people to go watch your videos or your live stream on live.me or add you and go to your Discord. It's like, just stop, okay? Quit being annoying, Christina. I'm about to lower the ban hammer on you, and you're not going to be here anymore. I'm not going to. Yeah, you just, you know, Christina's always mean to everybody. It's just awful. She needs to, I don't know, I'm just done with it. It's everything. Ugh, God, every day it's like some new shit. She's doing something annoying. She does the same things every day. Just banned for being Christina. Well, where's the TV? Alright, guys, I'm going to end the stream, take a few minutes of a break. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And then we're going to go live on my computer. That was nice. Earlier we had 350 viewers when I was just cooking burgers. I don't know if Ice Poseidon told everybody to come watch my video or my live stream or something, but that was really nice. I don't know if he had said to like tell Burger I miss him or something like that, but it seemed like we had an extra 100 people on here than there usually are. An extra 150 actually. Actually about an extra 200. I usually bounce around from 100 to 200. But I don't know if Paul said something like that, but that's really nice. Oh yeah, shoot. I need to send him a message and tell him to meet me in tell him, hey. in Miami. What is an art? Is it an art festival or is it an art? There's art fair. Jeff, dude.
I found my other bank account, ha. Bank account is growing. It's going to be a great time in the Southern States and make it back to New York
Dude,
soon.
Jeff, you found your other bank account? Jeff, don't drain all your bank accounts, please. Jeff, I love you, man. Thanks so much. Thank you so much. Oh my God, dude. Jeff's giving me all of his money. I don't know how much you make a week or whatever, Jeff, but Jesus, Jeff's... Fuck, Jeff. Save up to get that cell phone, Jeff. We want to see some freaking videos for you. Or I can send you my iPhone 6 or something. How about that? After all the money you've given me, shit, I probably owe you. I could fucking send you my iPhone 6 once I get everything off of it. And I'll get a new life-proof case for it too, because I was going to buy a new life-proof case and keep it for a week and then take it back, take my old one back, get my money back for it. That way you have a new case for it. And that the iPhone 6, that's great. You can do editing with your with iMovie and stuff. Yeah, man, maybe I'll send that to you. Help you out, because it's like, how are you ever going to buy a phone if you're giving me donations? I need to like figure out a way to help you. Maybe I can, that sounds, because right now I don't have anybody else to send that to anyway. I mean, I could sell it for $200 or give it to you. It's like, I know you've helped me out more than that. So why not? It'd be more valuable to you, and then you don't have an excuse to not make videos, Jeff. If you could, I could do it. I don't have a phone. Well, what's your well, the thing is with it, you could just use it as a video camera. You could use it as a video camera. You don't need service to just make videos and edit them. But if you want to live stream, yeah, you're gonna have to get service on it. The iPhone 6 that I have, I think it only works for Verizon Wireless, so you'd have to get on Verizon. He doesn't have a cell phone. No, he never. I don't think Jeff's ever had a cell phone. I don't know. Guys, where's my mods at? Why am I even seeing this comment? This should have been disappeared. 2-minute ban. You're not done, donating. You can use Wi-Fi still. Yeah, you could use Wi-Fi to stream. That's true. That's true, Tommy. Good point. Jeffertonian. Yes, his name is Jeff Jefferton, and he lives in Jefferson and Jefftown of Jeffville. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, hold on, guys. I'm sending Paul a message. You guys want to hear what I'm saying? I'm going to Art Basel in Miami in a week. It's December 7th to the 10th in Miami. You should check it out if you're still in Florida. It's the largest art fair in the world. Tons of bands and celebrities and after parties. It's going to be top tier content. I'm planning on driving to Mardi Gras in February and South by Southwest in Austin in March. Then moving back to Brooklyn in the springtime. You're welcome to meet up at any of the events or hitch a ride with me if you like. I miss you and Kyle. You guys were always really nice to me. Hope to see you again. Keep your head up. I know the hate gets I know from experience that hate gets to be too much at times. But there are more people's lives you have enriched with. But I know there are more people's lives you have enriched with your comedy than I'm always if you need an ear, I'm always here. If you need an ear to listen, I'm always here if you need an ear to listen. Or a shoulder to cry on. I don't know about shoulder to cry on. Might be too much. I'll just say it. I'm always here. I'll just say I hope we can always stay in touch, and I hope we can always stay in touch, and and be friends. Hit me up anytime. Peace, brother. Send. Alright, that's good. Hope to see you again. Keep your head up. I know from experience the hate gets to be too much at times, but there are more people's lives you have enriched with your comedy than you will ever know. I hope we can always stay in touch and be friends. Hit me up. Anything. Anytime. Hit me up anytime. Peace, brother. Chance Morris. Oh no. I'm at TwitchCon too. Can I meet up with you guys for a drink? The guy didn't even fucking hit me back. Whatever. I guess we'll see where he's at in 5 years. Or 10 years. Hopefully fucking Twitch goes in bankrupt. None of these guys have fucking video game jobs. Hopefully. That would be my dream. All these people that are fucking living high on their high horse. Wait until the electricity goes. Well, I guess then I won't have a phone either. Alright, well, I'll be fucked. Did you go through the initiation with ice? What initiation? So Two-Face, you said he had no comedy. I never said that. Never said he never had any comedy. There's plenty of episodes of Paul's that I watch that I laugh. He does all kinds of funny shit. What the fuck are you talking about? I just said that with all those people around, I was like, why are they doing USCX2? That's what I said the other day, because I was like, they just did that like 2 months ago. I feel like they could come up with something better than doing the same thing they did 2 months ago. And then what, UFC X3 in 3 months? Like another 3 months? I don't know. It's like you got all those people around, come up, they can, hopefully those guys, I don't know. I know I can come up with better stuff to do than that. So I'm just going to travel around the country and go to events and shit that I've wanted to do. That's what I'm doing right now. Alright. Why do people hate you? I don't know. I guess they don't watch my streams. What's up, FaZe fan?
I got five on it. Messing with that ain't no weed.
Fuck the CX purple world. You have family here. We all back you up and will be here for you as usual. I'm starting my channel by flipping a car over.
By flipping a car over. I'm starting my channel by flipping a car over. You're gonna flip a car? You should flip a shitty van, Jeff. And then... Wow, that's loud. At POV Branks, we ain't all toxic. Come on, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of cool people from CX and Purple Army too. There's like 100 good people in here right now, probably from them. Because I usually only have about 50 people on my stream. Fuck birds. Oh my god. After the bird shit on my head, or my shoulder, fuck birds. That smiley face in the background is breaking me. Where's the smiley? Oh yeah, my mom does this weight loss club, and some lady made this stupid, it's supposed to be a snowman. It's just a block of wood that she cut and put like a do-rag or something on. Supposedly it's supposed to be a Santa. My mom just keeps all this crap around. Most of the time, sometimes holidays will come and go and she won't even move. Like she can just move this onto the table, but then it's in the way. I don't know. It's just a big block of wood. I think she should throw it in the garbage. Just because someone gave it to you or you want something doesn't mean that you should keep it all the time. You know, that's kind of my thing. It's like, okay, it's a block of wood with a shitty smiley face on it. Garbage. That's how I would see it, right? Is that how most of you guys would see it? Do you want to build a snowman? All right. People don't just come into my broadcast and thumbs down and leave. A lot of them stay and watch. All right. Anyway, I'll be right back. Do I stream while pooping? No. Give it to Patricia. I don't know where Patricia is. I don't have her number. I don't know what's going on with her. I'm thinking like that because you wouldn't have enough room in the van for it. No, it's because I wouldn't keep it because it looks like a piece of shit, tacky piece of wood with a shitty smiley face on it that looks like garbage. I would throw it away. I don't keep tacky tchotchke shit in my house or my van or anything like that. I'm a non-toxic 40-year-old ice fan. You're 40 years old? Holy shit. Yeah, a lot of these people who are watching me found me from Ice Poseidon, so yeah, I definitely can't hate. All right, here we go. I'm ending the stream. We're going to start a new stream. I don't know how interesting it's going to be, but I'm going to do some video editing and edit some video. I don't know if that's what you want to watch, but if you want to watch me teach you guys how to do some video editing, I mean, most of it is just like going through the clips, finding the best part, going frame by frame, left or right on the cursor thing to get to the right spot. You put the cut there, take out the spot you don't want, bada boom, bada bing, you edit it together. You just got to get it to the right. It's all about just finding the right spot, you know, that works and the camera's not shaky or it's not blurry or da-da-da. And then you can edit out more stuff if you want or what. Like when I did the Josh McCutcheon show, back when I was making these episodes, there used to be a time limit of you could only upload videos on YouTube that you couldn't upload videos on YouTube that were over 10 minutes long. So it used to have a 10-minute limit. Way back when I started making videos in 2007, there was a 10-minute limit. So to save extra time in my videos, I would actually take, like when hey, how are you doing? Welcome to Josh McCutcheon's show. What do you think about the Mermaid Parade? And then I would, move the mic to their face. And then well, the Mermaid Parade's great. We've been coming out here for 3 years. It's great. We always dress up. Always a good time. Great party. Everybody should come check it out. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. But I would take out the video clip. I would cut out the part where I move the mic from my mouth to their mouth. So it's like, hey, what's going on? It's fine. It's like just back and forth. Like, I don't know, just to keep it moving and to get like extra time, more content into the show, because I can only get 10 minutes worth of content. That's all you could do is 10 minutes. Then eventually, obviously, they took that away and you can upload however long. People have 24-hour videos of fucking rain and shit now. But back then it was a 10-minute limit. So I need everybody to make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and comment on the video, and be positive in the chat. Everybody, say your favorite times. I don't know, I did something funny. Oh, he sticks his tongue out and looks like an idiot or something. I don't, that stuff I can deal with. Yeah, I know. I've always been teased for sticking my tongue out in weird places at different times when I play the drums or do something I'm concentrating on, or when I'm eating, they lick my lips to try to clean my lips when I'm eating or drinking or something. I don't know. It's just a force of habit. A lot of people think it's funny. I don't know. It's just something that I just have done all my life, and I guess I didn't really notice that I do it until until you videotape yourself, and you're like, oh shit, maybe that's why that's why girls don't like going to dinner with me and shit. I eat like a fucking pig. Whatever. People have to love you for who you are, Okay, I eat like a pig, but whatever. That's not the worst thing in the world, right? It's not something that's that big of a deal, really. I eat the food, it goes to where it needs to go, and it gets it happen. So, tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Glass. Glass, not the greatest receptacle, but it does the job. Glass, another fine product from the friendly folks of Global Corp. Love that Glass. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. I love you guys. And some people have told me, hey Josh, I'm not getting the notifications once again. Why? Once again. Why am I not getting the notifications, Josh? Why? Why am I not getting them? I don't know. Sometimes the notifications, people aren't getting them. If that's the case, then I need you to follow me on Twitter. No, I'm going to be streaming right after this. Follow me on Twitter, and I'm banning a few people real quick. I like when you chase someone with helicopters and the trans fellow with a stick. Oh, God. Mods literally time me out for questioning why they time me out for disliking Trump. Well, I guess because you just typed Trump. Yeah, guys, if he says fuck Trump, then he's one of us. James, can you quit crying? Alright, guys. Better. Glass is better than plastic. That's true. Call YouTube. Alright, guys. My mods are insane. You need to control them. Here, man. Let me make it real easy for you. You're banned. I banned you myself. That wasn't the mods. I don't like people that bitch and complain like little babies, so fuck off. Alright, this guy's banned. Think I'm joking, guys? Alright, whatever, real quick. Alright. I think there was one more guy I was going to ban too. Alright, I missed one of my bans. Yeah, keep complaining and see where that gets you. Yeah, it'll get you banned. Oh. And, there we go. That was the guy I was looking to ban. There we go. We got all the idiots banned real quick. See, people try to slide little shit-talking comments right before I end the broadcast every time. And guess what? I ban them right before I'm done because I don't like him. Where's Valerie? Damn, she's in, oh yeah, the other Valerie. That chick was in LA. There's a girl named Valerie I knew from Brooklyn. I thought you meant her. Guys, we'll be back in like 5 minutes. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm going to go to the bathroom, and we'll be back. I'm going to be doing some video editing. If you want to learn more about video editing, check out my broadcast. If video editing is something that doesn't interest you, don't watch it, I guess. I'm going to be doing video editing, having a drink, and we're going to look at some footage that no one has seen besides me, and stuff you haven't seen for my, I don't know, I think we'll probably do the canyon trip, because that's the most recent thing, and then I've got footage coming all the way from, oh, the only thing about editing it on films, I don't want to actually accidentally show videos of the house. Alright, maybe I'll stick to editing something out, like the canyon thing. I'll do that, because I can do that without showing. There's one video, I think it has some videos of the house. I'm trying not to show my parents' house and stuff to dox them. But, anyway, I love you guys. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, basically. I said that a few times. And remember, spread the love, not the hate. There's enough hate in this world, and God knows there's plenty of hate on the internet, but do you have to perpetuate the hate? No. The hate can start and stop from you, and each one of us, you know, we have 150, 170 people in here, and we can make a difference. And that's enough people that can have an impact in your local community. You can have an impact even in these internet communities. So guys, just do the right thing and just be a good person, you know? That's all you have to do. Just be a good person. Don't tear people down. Just bring people, you know, try to build people up. We're all going through this struggle of life. Some days are easier than others. You know, you might lose a loved one. Heck, you might be going through a divorce. Maybe you just lost your job. I don't know, but you don't have to take it out on anybody else, you know? And actually, showing more hate and perpetuating that actually just makes your own life even worse. There's scientific evidence and studies that prove, you know, just, you know, if you have pain and you're being a jerk to people, you're not going to, yeah, your life's going to be not as good, you know? So, you're going to go live and have another broadcast here in about 5 minutes. See you guys. Be positive. Spread the love, not the hate. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching.